505-294-7684 or visit HansWillerAuto.com.
I know all kinds of drama. There's the good kind that comes with having a house full of kids. There's the bad kind like season-ending injuries. There's the necessary kind like having an agent in Hollywood. And there's silly drama like the drama around my percolating pectorals. And then there's the drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
This is a Westwood One Sports Minute.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
The ride of life.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I've ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spots, Frontier Restaurant.
And AM 610, the Sports Animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
That didn't take long, and you didn't think it would take long. But you wake up this morning to news that it is almost done, and well, not completely done. There's enough smoke around this one that makes it seem like this is the way it's going to be. John Harbaugh will have a new job. You knew it wouldn't take long if he wanted one. Not sure you thought it was going to be this one. Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Thursday. Thanks for finding the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 650 Sports Animal. Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck, back from America's finest city. How you living?
What'd it do?
How was the trip?
It was solid.
Good. It was solid. You get up, get around San Diego a bit, enjoy a little warm, put some shorts on.
Always a very nice destination, a little weird. Of course, leaving Vallejas with the loss was a bummer, but you can talk to some people on the way out going, see you when I see you.
Yeah, because you don't
Vegas.
You don't know when that's going to be again, if ever.
Yeah, I was talking with the voice of the Aztec, Chris Childs, and he was bummed about it. He's like, I love the matchup, and kind of disappointed at everything going out. Here we go.
It's interesting because there is a I think the people obviously the people, the teams, the administrations, I probably even the fan bases who are leaving the Mountain West for the Pac-12, they feel the superiority. Like they're later we're dipping, we're out. But as you're hitting this point and you're making these last little runs, and I think certainly basketball wise, and I've felt even a little football, there was like, damn, this is a bummer. When you look, like I went to San Diego State years ago. As long as I can remember, San Diego State and New Mexico been in the same league, right? And there was a lull where Utah State wasn't, Fresno State wasn't, and Boise State never was way back in the day. But San Diego State, Colorado State, New Mexico, and UNLV and Air Force have always been in the same league. And it is weird. And I think, especially in basketball, I think the San Diego State people are going, wow, we're going to miss this rivalry. Except for Brian Dutcher. He's not one. Because he's done. The men's coach there said that they're not coming back to play in the pit. But, yeah, I think, the Lobos go, the men are going to be in Vallejas on Saturday this weekend. And who knows the next time Lobo men's basketball is going to play in the pit. I'm sorry, in Vallejas. And the Aztecs will be here next month. And after that, Lord knows when. And, I think it's a bummer. And I've told you this, and it's going to be interesting to see how everybody feels about it 2 to 3 years in. Where the Pac-12 goes their way, the Mountain West goes their way, and neither of them, I don't believe, are going to get the amount of money that they were hoping that they were going to get. And does this end up being a good deal? Does it work out for the teams who left? They're all absolutely convinced the Pac-12 is going to be better because they got Texas State and they got rid of Wyoming and New Mexico, and they're way better off. But yeah, it had to be a little bit.
Yeah, it was. I was talking with everyone, and usually it's
Yep. See
a
you
good
later.
trip, and everyone you work with, the opposing broadcast, best ideas, and we're like, yeah, and we'll see it in Vegas, but won't be back here for a while, and
They're not coming here, right?
they probably won't come here, and even just same thing happened last week up at Moby Arena. At the end, you're like, peace out, and especially Fort Collins, that's a trip where there was the night before a lot of Lobo fans at the main games, so a good showing when the women were up there the following day. You're like, well, maybe this will be a non-conference.
Yeah, who knows? Get used to. I think the rivalry with Grand Canyon's gonna be good. And I know are you going there this week?
They are
You're here
in the
this
pit
week.
this
You're
week.
here this week. You're going there next month.
With a nationally televised game where women need a little bit of support to find their edge.
Yeah, they do. They get beat yesterday, 74-57, against San Diego State. All right, we'll get there. The big story this morning: John Harbaugh and the Giants, according to multiple reports, are finalizing an agreement that will make John Harbaugh the next head coach of the New York Football Giants. Schefter's reporting it. Everybody else has it. It's not final. The contract numbers are still evidently being negotiated. Schefter said one source told him there's a lot still to work through, but it sounds like they've settled on the majority of it. Joe Shane's going to stay on as the general manager. The Giants have been bad, 7-27. Why would he take over that job? Eagles are in the division. Cowboys are in the division. Washington, I think, just kind of had a speed bump this year because their quarterback was hurt. I'm not sure. I think any coach takes a gig because it's an easier division, because I think it gets fluid, man. I mean, it wasn't always where the NFC West was this strong. It wasn't always where, whatever. I think it was still in cycle, right? But they've been 7-27 over the last 2 seasons. And Harbaugh evidently interviewed with the Falcons on Monday, plans to meet with the Titans today, but the Giants didn't want to let him out of the building, and they had him in there. He arrived evidently yesterday morning, stayed into the early evening, went back to Baltimore, where he has his home, on the private jet of the owner of the Giants, Steve Kish, and they're going to continue conversation today. And it's not a done deal. Boy, there's way too much smoke to tell me this isn't about done.
And you're looking at the recent hiring trend for the last 2 years, whether you're talking about the Commanders in the rookie season of Jen Daniels when they get the NFC Championship game, Mike Vrabel going in with a sophomore quarterback, Drake May, and the Patriots, and look where they are. Ben Johnson with Caleb Williams. So that's exactly what the Giants are saying. Hey, we're going to get an experienced coach in here. We're going to take that huge step next year with John Harbaugh and let's go. And I'm not feeling it, man.
Really?
I don't want to discredit Harbaugh.
Yeah, you've never been on this,
but I don't look at Harbaugh when he's underperforming Lamar Jackson. And why is he the belle of the ball? Like, why is he going in there and all of a sudden this is the guy that's going to take you to the next level when the dude that everyone's been done with, Mike Tomlin, just beat in the season?
So who better? I'll start there. Who do you like better?
I didn't think he was leaps and bounds better than other people. Whether we're talking Mike McCarthy in this, which I think would have been a great one with the young quarterback in Jackson Dart, because John Harbaugh is coming in and it's going to be Todd Monken, who Todd Monken just soured with Lamar Jackson. That offense wasn't rolling because you're not bringing in John Harbaugh and saying, well, yeah, he's the head coach, but he's got the defensive backup. Yeah, he's a head coach, but he's going to help elevate the quarterback. He's going to settle things. He's going to be the CEO, head coach, which is fine, but I don't look at Harbaugh and go, man, this is just a huge win, because it was just a bunch of disappointment in Baltimore last year.
So what you don't like the fact that they only won one Super Bowl and they didn't win one with Lamar Jackson. You feel they underachieved?
No, I don't feel that John Harbaugh is like leaps and bounds better than a Mike McCarthy or even a candidate that are getting interviewed, taking the jump from the coordinator head coaching position. Because I'm like, what's special about Harbaugh that makes him just that much better than everyone?
All right. So when you win a Super Bowl, you get a different. You go to a different shop. You just do, right? You just do. I mean, I believe that's why Mike McCarthy. You feel the way you do about him, right? He won a Super Bowl, correct?
Yes, he did.
He won one with Aaron Rodgers. I mean, if you want to go by that same standard, he won one. Did they underachieve and Aaron Rodgers only won one. I go back and I look at the culture that was there, what they were every single year, and I find it very, very hard. And this I'll go back to my players make plays. I find it very, very hard. He put them in situations. Lamar Jackson was hurt all this year. Lamar, what's the best ability? Availability, right? Lamar wasn't available. If I'm the Giants, I'm looking at it. I look at the culture. I look at the people. I look at what people think about him. The people who played with him, for him, coached with him, coached for him. I talk to the people that know him best. Okay, from every indication, outside maybe Lamar Jackson, and I don't even know that that's true. The reviews come in raving. The culture, what he built over 18 years, the continuing winning over 18 years. Now, they didn't win Super Bowl, but he did win a Super Bowl, which is not very easy. I look at. I can't blame him for Mark Andrews dropping a pass. I can't blame him for Zay Flowers fumbling the ball going into the end zone. I can't blame him for Tyler Luke pushing a field goal wide right to lose a football game. I can blame him for things that, coaching decisions or things that happen. I've got to look at culture. This is how I am if I'm the Giants, and how I'm looking at it. I'm looking at culture. I'm looking at the fact that they won on a regular basis. Well, yeah, they had one of the best quarterbacks in the game. Yeah, they did. Was Joe Flacco one of the best quarterbacks in the game, though? He won a Super Bowl with that dude. I don't know that anybody's going to sit here and yell. He won. It was the MVP of the Super Bowl. He wasn't MVP. Then he became highest paid quarterback ever, and he got Joe Flacco. I look at culture. I look at consistency. I look what does that man can control, the situations in which he put the organization, and it's very, very attractive.
I feel that that's a lot more on GM,
okay,
roster construction. There's consistency there. I don't think Harbaugh is bad, but I don't think that this is like the bell of the ball, and he is that much better than other candidates.
Yeah, absolutely, the bell of the ball.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
obviously he is. I don't feel that way.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not an NFL GM, and I'm doing this.
Well, so tell me what would make Mike McCarthy, and I think Mike McCarthy's a really good coach.
I think
he's doing a good job.
He's the same as John Harbaugh. Yeah. I would be ecstatic because at least I know Mike McCarthy can come in and help elevate my young quarterback. Harbaugh's coming in, he's just a culture.
And he's going to bring something to elevate his quarterback.
That's right. Who had Lamar Jackson in the last few years.
Well,
there's been some issues, and you feel like...
How long has Monken been there?
He was there 3 years with him. And that's where the reports are Harbaugh's going to bring Monken with him.
Yeah, no, he wants to bring his staff, and that's the report. I think it's fair. I don't think it's like an obvious... He's head and shoulders above everybody else. But I think it is because it's pretty obvious he is the bell of the ball. He is the guy that everybody wants in this fight. He is the guy who's out there right now, more so than whether it's McCarthy or probably even Tomlin. I mean, if you said you want him or Tomlin, who would you want?
Him or Mike Tomlin? To me, that's flip a coin.
Right.
I feel like they're the same.
They both won one Super Bowl. They both had the same type of culture. I think it's fair. I sit down and talk to him and talk culture and what is it? Very similar resumes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very similar to Mike McCarthy. Although McCarthy did it in a couple places, and they were in the same place.
I do think that overall winning in sports is not appreciated because everyone gets caught up, and if you don't win a championship, then there's got to be mastery, no matter which you are. It's the way everyone's wired. You play to win the game. Harbaugh, Tomlin did good things, but I just didn't get the feeling in this coaching cycle was like, I need to have John Harbaugh on my team. He is changing my team. I'd feel more excited if I'm the Giants or the Titans coming to me like Mike McCarthy. Let's come in and elevate my quarterback. Come in and help take my quarterback to the next level. That's not what John Harbaugh is going to do. But I think what the Giants are looking for is the best of both worlds, where they find some consistency, as you said, that culture, and then he can bring in the right pieces to elevate the team.
What's been the Giants' biggest issue? And that's a broad question because I think they've had a lot of issues. I think their roster is not very good. I think the quarterback play has been less than pretty good. Their culture has been probably questionable over the last few head coaches, right? Although, I mean, you sit here and you blame it on Brian Dable. Brian Dable was brought in. Why? Because what he did with Josh Allen, right?
Mhm.
And then they ran him out, and they got a young quarterback. Now, it's really interesting what they want because it changes all the time. It changes because results aren't results. It's a fair conversation, but it sounds like John Harbaugh is going to be the new head coach of the Giants. We'll get there. Jared Palm's going to join us coming up at 8:30. We'll talk with him about the College Football Playoff Championship coming up on Monday. We even get a little hoops with him. A lot of Mountain West hoops last night. 2 undefeated in the conference were both in action. 1 undefeated on the national scale went down. We got a high school kid in Arizona scored over 100 points in 3 quarters worth of play. A former Lobo coach is now a Hall of Famer. I'll tell you who that is and how that went down. 505-246-0610 how to get here today. 505-246-0610. Emails Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com, JJ at sportsanimalabq.com, on the X _JJ Buck. We're on TV. Adrian produces the TV show on Xfinity Channel 26, on our Facebook page, the OD and the AM, and on the YouTube channel for ProView Network. Hey, fellas, I got a jeweler for you. You're like, I don't know that I need a jeweler. I didn't know I needed a jewelry store either, but I got one. Just when you need one, and it's John Thomas Jewelers. And they were my jewelry store the second I walked in the door because they're different in a good way. Their service, their quality, their pricing, everything about John Thomas Jewelers is special, especially the no regrets engagement ring. How do you know she's going to love the ring when you propose? She loves you. You're pretty sure of that. That's why you got to this point. What about the ring? John Thomas Jewelers has taken all the questions out of that with the no regrets engagement ring. This isn't just custom, it's confidence. John Thomas Jewelers was the best jewelry store in Albuquerque for 5 straight years, voted one of America's coolest jewelry stores, has created the no regrets engagement ring. So what if you could see your engagement ring before it's made and then change it if she doesn't love it, even up to a year after? That's what the no regrets engagement ring is. They're the only ones in New Mexico who do it. What does that mean? You design a ring. You buy a ring. They've got over 3,000 of them on display right now. You create this beautiful ring. If she doesn't love it, you have a year to redesign it. No penalty. The diamonds are as good as they can be. They are sourced by John Thomas Jewelers in Antwerp, Belgium, which is the diamond capital of the world. Don't stress. Don't guess. It's the exclusive no regrets engagement ring. You'll see the design in 3D, preview it in wax, and even after you propose, you get a full year to make things if you want something different. That is peace of mind. John Thomas Jewelers, 3rd floor, Lewis University building on Louisiana, 1 block south of Manal, right across from the Coronado Center. John Thomas Jewelers, where Albuquerque gets engaged.
This report is sponsored by eBay.
So I was on eBay because I'm absolutely obsessed.
The Frontier
Rare hologram trading card.
We would like to
Shiny
thank
like
the
the
following
designer
sponsors
had
for
everything
making
was
this
eBay.
broadcast
It
possible.
even had
Perfect parts that fit my car.
millions of clients, each with a story. eBay.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area.
An accident, call the traffic truck.
For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Let's go places.
Visit your Albuquerque Santa Fe Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
Happy New Year, Susan. I really
We would like to
appreciate
thank the
picking up
following
the
sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Is being better with money. So I've started using
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing.
Just download the free Upside app and use promo
Our
code
bodies need to
RIDER
settle into nothing from time to time.
bonus on your first tank. That's code
Into nothing at all.
RIDER. Offers vary by user and location.
In a world obsessed with
Hi, it's
doing
Steve
more,
Mann. Have you heard the commercials
we
for the
invite
Mark
you
Patrick Stop Smoking seminar?
to undo.
And they said only $49.99, and it could work.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch Mexico's best. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
All right, if you're just waking up this morning, you're just going to get into the world. John Harbaugh, according to multiple reports, finalizing a deal to be the head coach of the New York Football Giants. What says you? 505-246-0610. Dan, good morning. You're on the Sports Animal. What's good, Dan?
Hey, fellas. Yeah, I just want to talk about Harbaugh and the Giants. I think it's a good sign that they got this guy. I think that the Ravens, man, did they messed up there getting rid of that guy. But 18 years, remember, he won with Joe. He won a Super Bowl with, okay? Now, you have Lamar Jackson. I will say this about Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's play has been inconsistent at best, and especially in the playoff times. Coaches don't execute plays, ladies and gentlemen. Players do. And they want to cut the coach, and they cut the coach. As far as Dable goes, and you were saying about Dable, the Giants brought him in to work with Daniel Jones. What happened there? They traded Daniel Jones to the Colts.
Yep.
And the second coming to Johnny Unitas. If it was any good coach at all, I think he's one of these is that they try to head coaches guys stink. And it's a tough ball.
All right. All right. Hey, Dan, call us back because your phone is completely cutting out. And, Dan, you're welcome. Please do call us back. Let me ask you this. The Ravens not winning a Super Bowl with Lamar Jackson and John Harbaugh. And I hate playing this game, but I'm going to ask the question. Is that more on Harbaugh or Jackson?
Now, it's got to be more on Lamar Jackson because he's got to make the play. Okay. And you also have to acknowledge that much like people are going to look at why didn't quarterback X, Y, or Z win more, well, there was a Brady era. You were smack dab
and a Mahomes
era in the NFC.
Yeah. So I think that there's a big part of that. Now, how many times did Lamar lose to Mahomes? A couple, right? Now, it's the Josh Allen thing, too. That's why there's so much on Josh Allen to win, not only in Denver this week, but to get to the Super Bowl because of Mahomes is out of the way. Right? I mean, Mahomes and Jackson are good. I'm sorry. Allen and Jackson are going to be linked always. What do you think? Until one of them wins a or multiple Super Bowls separate. They're always going to be, but they were in the Mahomes. I don't think Mahomes is done. Do you?
Not at all.
I don't either. I hate asking the question, going, well, is it, who's more at fault for them not winning? I think most people believe that, hell, if we just sat here, I don't know, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and said in 5 years, how many Super Bowls will, and Burrow would have been in this conversation, Burrow, Allen, Jackson have? And nobody would have said the answer is 0, right?
No, it's incredibly hard to win in the NFL, let alone win a Super Bowl. I'm not trying to say John Harbaugh's not a good coach, but I don't understand why there was so much, we got to have this guy now versus when Mike McCarthy's out there, he's the same thing to me. Why weren't you people excited to go hire Mike McCarthy?
Well, I'll tell you the difference. I 100% have the difference. It's personality. It's the warmth factor. It's the PR factor. Look, how do people respond? Because I agree with you. There's not a huge difference as far as record, as far as who's a better coach, but who's perceived better. It's not even arguable, right? This guy's somewhat personable, better coach.
What's not personal about Mike McCarthy?
Look, he's
been good on.
He's a
McAfee.
Joey. I agree with you on McCarthy.
Because he's fat.
Yes, partially, right? Yeah, because he's chubby and he worked for Jerry, and that's perceived as being docile. I firmly believe that's the difference. Is absolutely its perception, and is the perception based on aesthetics? It might very well be. You think I'm wrong? Same, Dan. All right, yeah. Hey, Dan. Thanks for your phone just completely cut out.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah,
now? I'm sorry.
way better.
I was moving along. All right, good. Hey, listen, just the last part of that, like I was saying with Dable, I don't know if you got it. Dable came to the Giants to fix up Daniel Jones. He didn't do anything with Daniel Jones. They traded him, and he became the second coming to Johnny Unitas at the Pope. You know, so I don't buy this Dable stuff. And like I said, all these offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators, they try to make head coaches. Man, there have been more failures than there have been people who succeeded throughout the NFL, and we all know that. So I think Harbaugh is a good coach. I think it's going to be a good pick with the Giants. As far as McCarthy is concerned, and I will tell you this guy was on two storied franchises. He was a coach of the Packers and the Cowboys, and he only won one Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers and none with Dallas. And that just says a lot about him. You know, they would go with 15-1, 13-3, the Green Bay Packers, and year in and year out, they lose in the playoffs. Look what they did this year.
The Ravens, though. It's what the Ravens did all the time, right? I mean, to me, what's the difference?
Well, the difference is this: is that the Ravens they have potential. They're contenders. That's the difference. You have a good defense. You have Lamar Jackson. You have all of these things. You're in a division with Pittsburgh and everything else. You have something there. Baltimore does. But as far as like Green Bay, I don't trust that Jordan Love. I'm sorry to say, I don't. I mean, and the coach they have there, when McCarthy was there, what? You won all of these games in the regular season, and then you lose in the playoffs year in and year out.
Was it his fault, or was there?
He's not a consistent coach, man.
Yeah,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, was it his fault, or was it Rodgers? To me, the Ravens.
Listen, you know how I feel about Aaron Rodgers, bro.
It's the same thing.
Aaron Rodgers 1,000 times. But listen, anybody that coaches, I don't care if you're coaching Little League, okay, a little basketball, whatever, the little NBA, you coach around here. I don't care if you're a coach listening right now with the little kids. You teach them how to execute a play, how to throw a ball.
But they got to do it.
You know, how to do a double play, how to swing a bat. If they don't do it, they don't do it. But you're trying to get them to execute. They're little kids. You have adults here, and these guys can't execute. There's a problem there. And it's not with the coaches. It's with the players.
It's a great call,
I'm sorry. No, that's just the way it is, man.
I appreciate you.
Anyway, guys, I'll let you go. I'll talk to you later.
Thanks. So I think you kind of proved my point.
He's talking in circles.
Well, no. I thought so, too. I thought his point.
Everything he said about Mike McCarthy, you can say about John Harbaugh.
And that's where I ended up on that, right? And so, to me, it proves your point. The McCarthy-Harbaugh thing, they're not that different. They're very similar. They both won one Super Bowl. They're both, you look back and say, why did they not win more with that quarterback? And I think in both situations, you say, I don't know. I hate playing this game, but I will in this situation. Did they only win one? Is it more on the coach, or is it more on the quarterback? And if the coach is going to get the hit here because you watch the quarterback, whether it was Rodgers or Jackson every day, and you say, well, those are two of the best ever. They should have won more. You know, well, if Belichick was their coach, they would have won more. Would they have? Did the Patriots win 7 more because of Brady or Belichick? And that's a kind. And I don't know that I have the exact answer, although I know most of you would lean Brady, right? Players make plays. To me, the Packers run with Rodgers and McCarthy. Like he just said, they would win 13 games a year, and Rodgers would be MVP. Cool.
Because it's really hard to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah. It's just like the Ravens would win 13 games a year.
Why did Dan Marino never win that?
We got to 1, man.
Like I don't want to downplay winning in the NFL. I don't want to I think we We don't respect winning. We disrespect winning, because if you don't win multiple championships, you're not good enough. That's exactly the conversation we're having. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I don't see a resume that makes me think John Harbaugh was leaps and bounds better than anyone else in his coaching cycle, and all of a sudden a Giant just knocked the teeth out of everyone in this time.
Yeah, and they're probably going to pay him somewhere in the area of $20 million a year when it's all said and done. So if you were the Giants, you would have gone younger? Would you have gone coordinator?
I see why the Giants did it.
Yeah.
Like, this is Harbaugh. This is established. This is what they need.
Yeah.
But I look at Harbaugh, and I don't feel like they just beat everyone to the pot of gold.
Yeah, I kind of do. Yeah, I kind of do. And we'll find out. We'll find out. You know, again, you know how we're going to find out? If Jackson Dart's all out. Because if he's not, it's really not going to matter.
He becomes a playmaker.
Yeah. If Jackson Dart is not that guy, then it really isn't going to matter who the head coach is. Right? Show me the best coach who's winning. What coach is winning with a marginal quarterback right now?
Like, coaching matters. There's a reason there's coaching staffs and offense coordinators, and why you look at a team like Philadelphia, right, who's been successful. But you can keep pointing out 5 different offensive coordinators in 5 years. Might not find the consistency you want. It matters, as does having the players. You got to match it up.
Who is, of the 8 teams left, who's the worst quarterback? Josh Allen, Bo Nix, Josh Purdy, Sam Darnold, C.J. Stroud, Drake May, Matthew Stafford, Caleb Williams. Which team's got a questionable quarterback? None. Right? The answer is none. Who's the most unstable? The biggest question? The Broncos? Is it the Seahawks? Oh, wait, that's the 2 number 1 seeds. That can't be.
It can be.
I know it can. That's my point. 505-246-0610. Fellas, losing your edge a little bit. Feeling tired, gaining some weight, losing muscle, struggling to focus, just to not feel like you anymore. Could be signs of low testosterone or hormone imbalance. I got some help for you with the team of Vita Vital Medical in Albuquerque. They are the local experts specializing in testosterone replacement therapy, ED solutions, and peptide therapy. They will help you restore your strength, your energy, your confidence, and your performance. They are local, right here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and they know what works. They'll help you get back in the game with a program that is focused on you. Listen, what they do is they take the time to understand your goals. You go in, you sit with them. It is a comfortable setting. They talk to you about what's going on with your body. How do you feel? How long have you felt that way? Why do you think what else is going on in your life? What do you want? What are your goals? Then they create a plan that is tailored to you. Don't sit on the sideline. Think active today. Feel better now. The number's 505-240-8559. 505-240-8559, or visit VitaVitalMedical.com. That is V-I-T as in David, A, V-I-T as in Thomas, A-L. VitaVitalMedical.com. Get back to being the man you know you are. Feel alive again with Vita Vital Medical, Albuquerque's hormone health experts.
This report brought to you by Glasheen, Baez, and Enderman Injury Attorneys. We win big.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
We are here to fight for you. If you have been injured or lost a loved one in a major accident, you want experienced injury attorneys on your
International
side. We have
Protective
over 30 years of
Services is a
experience
proud
at
supporter of
injury
ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area.
Southbound traffic also cracks.
For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
The first mortgage is an FHA loan, and the second has no payments and no interest and is forgivable after 5 years. The best part
We
of
would
the
like
Bright
to thank
Start
the
loan
following
program is
sponsors
there are no
for making
income
this
restrictions.
broadcast
It requires
possible.
a minimum FICO of 620, and you don't have to.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS Network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Other Expo New Mexico events.
We would like to thank the following sponsors.
95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
All right, 505-246 if you want to get in. Email us, Jeff at sportsanalytica.com. JJ at sportsanalytica.com. Talking about John Harbaugh in line to be the new head coach of the New York Football Giants. I mean, it's great, but it's going to depend on a lot, including how good Jackson Dart really is. Again, I'll go look at the quarterbacks that are left. There's 8 teams left. Josh Allen, Bo Nix, Brock Purdy, Sam Darnold, C.J. Stroud, Drake May, Matthew Stafford, Caleb Williams. Every one of those teams is at a quarterback. I mean, who would you, honestly, of the 8, who would you say is the least secure? I mean, you could say Stafford because he's at the end. What are they going to do when they're done? Or what? Darnold? Nix? Those are the 2 number ones?
Darnold or Nix. I think this is fascinating as is sports, right? Why we're here talking about it. But looking at the situations, I think Sam Darnold is a great talking point of, we looking at, Daniel Jones and how he became someone else in Indianapolis, or Baker Mayfield bouncing around. Sometimes it's quarterback second destination, sometimes it's the right coaching staff and situation, and still it's foundation. And I think that's a big thing with John Harbaugh and the Giants is they wanted a foundation, a coach that they can trust, where it's expectations right away, plus, hey, we believe in this guy long term. Because the Giants, you hire Harbaugh, this is not a dude that after this season or next season you're thinking about firing.
I believe that's right. I think one other word is development when I look at those 2 guys. Whether it's Daniel Jones and or Darnold. And both of them were not 18, 19, 20-year-old quarterbacks. They played football, but some guys develop later. I think we absolutely discount, especially if a guy is drafted in the first round, that we allow every other position to develop. You allow a left tackle to develop. I don't care if he's drafted first, second, third, fifth, whatever, first-round guy. You allow an edge rusher. Now, sometimes they come in, they're ready. Everybody's different, right? There's some dudes who come in and they're ready to make an impact right away. Some guys right away make an impact. Bo Nix came in and made an impact right away. He was 24 years old. Sam Darnold, hey, I think you're right. Foundation, right? Atmosphere, culture, call it whatever you want, whatever. Yeah, he found way better than where he was in his first 2 chops. And it's amazing what happened when he went to Minnesota and now in Seattle. And all of a sudden, the dude's a legitimate NFL quarterback who is the favorite in the NFC to get to the Super Bowl. I mean, again, dude, this is how quickly things change. This year, if we'd have started this year, okay, this football season, so August, and I said Sam Darnold and the Seahawks and Bo Nix of the Broncos going to be the two number ones. They're like, no, they're not. Hell, go back 2 seasons ago when Bo Nix was a rookie and when Sam Darnold was battling with J.J. McCarthy before he got hurt to be the quarterback of the Vikings. And if I'd have said to you then, hey, a year from now, Bo Nix and Sam Darnold are going to be the quarterbacks for the number 1 seeds in the conference, you're out of your mind.
You're crazy.
Right? Development matters, too. Development matters as well as culture. And so, to your point on the Monken thing and Dart and the Giants situation, and it's going to be interesting on Harbaugh to see how they develop, what they have with Jackson Dart. They believe they've got their guy, right?
I would buy stock in Jackson Dart.
I would too.
Like him as quarterback. I think this is a system that elements of Lamar Jackson will work. You know, he got banged up, and everyone is worried, but you have to utilize the athleticism as a quarterback as you develop their pocket.
Yeah, I look, I'm with you.
And it's just one of those things. It's the NFL. You're going to get hurt. You don't want your quarterback to get hurt, but you learn, all right, Lamar Jackson is ridiculously talented. And he developed a pocket presence while still understanding you have to utilize his athleticism. And that's Jackson Dart. And I can see also why the Giants would be interested looking at how Harbaugh bought into a player like Lamar Jackson. Now, Jackson Dart doesn't have that level of athleticism, but he's the Kroger of it.
All right, I got to take this break. When we get back, JJ, I got 4 or 5 emails and texts already. I love women's basketball. We don't get stuff when they win, do we?
No, let's talk about it.
All right, Lobo women get beat 73-56 in San Diego yesterday afternoon. They have lost 2 in a row. They are 14-6. They are 4-3, and will be in the pit hosting Grand Canyon on Saturday. You have a bit to say. The voice of the Lobos is here. He is JJ Buck. We can get into that a little bit. Jerry Palm's going to join us coming up at 8:30. We'll talk college football with him. There's a lot of other NFL stuff to talk about as well. Mike McDaniels, former Dolphins head coach, had an interview. Nico Collins is questionable for the Texans. The Eagles fired their offensive coordinator. The Vikings are going to bring in a little quarterback competition. A lot to do on a Thursday at 5:05, 246-0610 to come on in and play radio with us. How's your yard looking? You know I love my yard, right? I tell you that every day because, well, Labarge Landscape came out and made me fall in love with my backyard and my front yard again. It's a noticeable difference every day when I pull up the farm. Just what they did to clean up the front yard. The house looks so much better. The backyard, this has been a pretty mild winter. We spent a lot of time outside in Albuquerque, New Mexico year-round, and I spent a lot more time in my yard. If you've got a yard that needs some help, maybe you got some friends or family who's got that yard that you want, you get a little yard envy, the Barge Landscape is going to come by and take care of it for you. Now you're thinking, well, I don't know, and it's winter and there's a little bit of snow coming, and I'm going to wait till spring. Don't do that. You know why? Because everybody thinks that. And what that means is you're going to get put on a list, and by the time your project's done, half of next summer is going to be over. Call the Barge Landscape today. Have it done now. So when spring arrives, you don't have to wait. You got an idea what you want? You're pretty sure, hey, I want to do this, this, and this. I want a putting green here. I want to take those trees out, or I want a water feature there. They're going to take care of that for you. You're not sure what you want. You just know you want something different. Maybe it's to clean up like I had where it got away from me. Have them come out. They'll bring their design team. They'll drop a bunch of designs. And once you and your family get exactly what you want, they're going to create that for you. And you're going to get years of enjoyment from this landscape transformation. You will love it. They've been doing this for more than 33 years in this market, winning the hearts of customers, dreaming about gorgeous landscapes all around our area. Remember this. The people who get to enjoy that new landscape in the spring, those are the people who call Labarge Landscape now. And if you just need to clean up, like leaves are still down, And, well, I might be that guy. Pruning your shrubs, Labarge Landscapes does that as well. Go to their website, Labarge, L-A-B-A-R-G-E, labargelandscape.net. Look at all the beautiful landscapes they've done, and then give them a call, 505-345-3000, 505-345-3000. Whether your project is small or large, the answer is easy. It's Labarge Landscape.
This report is sponsored by eBay.
For making this broadcast possible.
With this rare
We've been trained, conditioned.
Designer handbag of my
We would
dreams.
like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Millions of fines.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Your right lane and shoulder.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
From American Home Furniture and Mattress.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Be a better you this year with a little help from us. Just head to our website now to enter
International
this national
Protective
contest for your
Services
chance
is
to
a
win
proud supporter of
$5,000
ProView Sports
in a
and
new year,
Mexico
new
Youth
you.
Athletics.
Log on to SportsAnimalABQ.com.
IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area.
Fun straight to your screen. Anytime,
For more info,
anywhere.
please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing.
From Vicks, just Sinex.
Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all.
Money for a garage door repair. Almost nobody.
In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
They've been honest and affordable for 55 years.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family.
Hologram trading card. One of the rarest. The last one I used for my
We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Windshield wipers. eBay has all the parts.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
With Progressive's
International
Price Tool,
Protective
you can choose
Services
the
is a
best
proud
coverage
supporter
option for you.
of ProView Sports
Because you
and
know
Mexico
you.
Youth
Like,
Athletics.
you know that hiking isn't for you. Sure, it
IPS
sounds
provides
nice to be in nature
residential
while
and
exercising,
commercial
but
security
that's what a gym and
services
house
in
plans
the
are
Albuquerque
for.
metro
I mean,
area.
you don't even like walking upstairs. So why
For
would
info,
you walk up a hill
please
for
call
miles?
505
End up high in the air?
897
Come on, you know you're scared of heights.
2420
Only you
or
know
visit
you. So get
International
coverage options
Protective
within your budget
Service
with Progressive's
.com.
Name Your Price tool.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets.
You see the story in the
Eagle
San
Greens and
Diego
Turf
Union
are
Tribune,
proud
JJ?
sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Is a head coach again. Bayfield High School in Colorado. You know that?
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks.
You got Kirk Kenny.
Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell.
75 years old.
The question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito.
Here it is, Bayfield.
Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
That's really cool. Bayfield, Colorado.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than...
Wolverine football by approving the hiring of legendary college football coach Rocky Long as the new coach at Bayfield High School. Their athletic director said Rocky Long is as close to football royalty as you get in this part of the country. We're thrilled that he chose to become a Wolverine, and it is incredible to think that he's going to write the next chapter of his legendary coaching career story right here in Bayfield. That's really cool. You know, Rocky always said, I just want to coach ball. And I remember when he left San Diego State in 19, right after the 19 season. So right as we were going kind of into COVID, right? Because it was 2020. Or January of 2020 when he left. Is they won the New Mexico Bowl. And they beat Central Michigan, and then he left. And I remember he said, "I want to coach ball. He enjoys it, and that's what he's going to get to do." Bayfield is Southern Colorado, right? Is that where that is?
Yeah, just looked it up. It's outside of Durango.
Yeah, and he's he's been in Durango. He's got his home in Durango. It's just outside of Durango. Good for Rocky. Good for Rocky. By the way, since we're on this, I was going to go somewhere else here. A former Lobo defensive coordinator was named to the College Football Hall of Fame yesterday. Did you see that? Gary Patterson, the legendary TCU coach, was named to the College Football Hall of Fame yesterday, which I thought was really cool. He was, in fact, since we're on the Rocky Long, the coaching staff before Rocky Long was Dennis Franchione. And when Dennis Franchione left, he took Gary Patterson as his defensive coordinator to TCU. And they were both here for that 97 Insight.com Bowl. Gary Patterson was the defensive coordinator at New Mexico. And when Franchione left TCU to go to Alabama, Gary Patterson became the head coach at TCU and went on to have 181 wins and transform TCU, leading them to the Rose Bowl and national prominence before he left in 2021 to be honored next December as part of the class of College Football Hall of Fame.
Very good coaching there.
Yeah. You didn't know that's where we're going with this this segment, did you? Nor did I. But yeah, that's kind of cool. So I just saw the Rocky Long stuff at Bayfield High. And
that is the end I expected for Rocky Long. Just coaching high school football, not dealing with rev share, NIL, any of that, just doing your thing on a Friday night.
Rocky's quote in the Bayfield High School press release. Quote, I wanted to be more involved with the entire school and team and system. If you have good assistant coaches, the head coach doesn't have to do much coaching. You just have to make sure they're coaching the right stuff. I hope that we're able to give the young people who decide to play a really good experience. We're going to put a lot of time and effort into trying to win some games, and it's a lot more fun when you win. Sounds like Rocky Long, doesn't it? Quote, it takes some time for the coaches and players to get on the same page, but I'm really excited because their youth program has won a couple of championships. Kids are going to be in the high school pretty soon. End quote. He said, we've had a condo in Durango for 30 years. That's always been my wife's favorite place. When I finished up at Syracuse, we moved to Durango. And I just can't sit around and do nothing. I helped out at Fort Lewis and coached Durango High last year. And when Bayfield opened up, I applied, and they were nice enough to interview me. That's how it all happened. End quote. How are you
get references, Coach Long? Can we call someone?
I mean, you're at Bayfield High School in Southern Colorado. and your football job comes open, and right, so you're probably getting, high school. Yeah, you know how the high school football coach is, right? And then you got to be an educator, and then all of a sudden you get this resume come through. Wait, what? Rocky Long? That Rocky Long? Is Rocky in the Hall of Fame? If Gary Patterson is, do you think Rocky Long should be a college football Hall of Fame coach? Because I'm going to say I believe he should be.
Especially with defense. And every team takes something from someone else. When you talk about the 3-5 defense, a lot of people talk about Rocky Long and how he brought it to the new era.
If you're the winningest coach in a conference history that spans at least 2 decades, does that qualify you?
Yes.
I think it does. A conference that included TCU and BYU and Utah and San Diego State and Boise State. I think it does, doesn't it?
The answer is yes.
I think that's the right answer. All right, so Rocky Long's the head coach again, Bayfield High School, up in outside of Durango, which is really cool. All right, we're gonna get into the Lady Lobo stuff. Come back. I got distracted, but I do have some of your conversations, your texts, your emails. We'll get there. 505-246-0610. Emails Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com and JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. Remember, these Sports Animals are your exclusive home for the NFL playoffs, Super Bowl 60, and your NFL coverage brought to you by Hyenas Comedy Nightclub, now open in Albuquerque, featuring Joey Medina, Christina Mariani, Jeff Dye, and Will Burkhart. Get your tickets before they sell out. Conveniently located in the Winrock Town Center. Visit hyinascomedynightclub.com/Albuquerque for your information.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern. From now until Super Bowl
Albuquerque's leader in sports is Pro V. From pros.
Hey, this is Lisa Stouffer. You heard the Mark Patrick weight loss hypnosis hype? Well, I attended because my father
all your favorite action.
Hypnosis eliminated my desire for soda and fast food, made me want to exercise, and I lost 60 pounds in 6 months.
All your favorite talk shows.
I went to another session to deal with some other problem foods, and I lost another 10 pounds. In fact, I brought my husband. He lost weight. More important, cholesterol and blood pressure.
Find it on.
My friend went, and she lost 20 pounds in the first 2 months.
ProView
So does
Networks.
Mark Patrick hypnosis work? Oh yeah.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing.
Here's a study worth hearing. Research
Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all.
Over 1 million happy customers. And hear the difference today.
In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Taylor Linda trying to lose weight, but the med prices she found were all over the place.
Hidden fees and markups.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
GLP-1 prescriptions FDA approved.
IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. EagleGreensandTurf.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
and AM 610, the sports animal. Your home for the NFL all season long. Now is the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Well, Thursday morning, where John Harbaugh is currently finalizing the new head football coach of the New York Giants. We're 2 days away from Elite 8. We don't call it that in the NFL. And basketball getting set to go on the road to Viejas Arena, where the Lobo women were yesterday. Opening drive, Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck, 505-246-0610. Emails Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com and JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. 2 nights ago, Lobo men's basketball was a winner over Grand Canyon in the pit. An impressive win as they pulled away late. Final score in that one was 87-64. Last night, the 2 teams who have still yet to lose in conference play in Mountain West were both in action. San Diego State was in Laramie, and they handled Wyoming. That's as good as the Aztecs have looked on the road in an elevation game, JJ, I think in a long, long time. Maybe against a bad Air Force team, but against a team that has been competitive. They went in there, and I thought they controlled it all night long, 74-57. Reese Dixon Waters had 13. The Aztecs were just bigger, better, stronger, faster, dominant over Wyoming.
Yeah, left no doubt. Actually had some good stretches of offense, which helped them pull away in that game, and that's something they've struggled with in their trips to Laramie. Not the case last night.
The other team that has not yet lost, 23rd ranked Utah State, they got pushed a little bit by Steve Alford and Noodles in the Wolfpack. They pulled away late, 71-62. Mason Falslev at 26. And the U-Tags, or the Aggies, are 6-0 in conference play, 15-1 overall. Next up for the Aztecs, it will be New Mexico in Viejas Arena. That will be on a Saturday. Also Saturday, Utah State's going to go to Grand Canyon. We got interesting ones coming up. But it's to me fascinating to watch the little men go to Viejas and play this game. It's 2 different styles. This will be the toughest test the Lobos have had in conference play. That includes the game that they lost in Boise. It's an Aztec team that seems to, everybody says, well, they struggled. Yeah, they had the one really bad loss. Okay, they had the one really bad loss to Troy in triple overtime. But their other losses were the two best teams in America, right? I mean, Michigan and Arizona. Wouldn't you say that?
Well,
and then Baylor. I mean,
not even
Baylor
a debate.
It's not a right. I mean, I guess you could say Purdue, and then Purdue got beat yesterday. But the two best teams in America, I believe, are Michigan and Arizona, and those are their other two losses. So Baylor beat them, and then the Troy loss. So everybody's like, well, what's wrong with San Diego State? Well, they played a really tough schedule. They beat Oregon, who may not be a great Oregon team, but they handled Oregon. And now they're going through league play. And as you look at it, they got tested in that triple overtime game by Boise State at home, where they were up big. But other than that, they beat San Jose State by 13. Tough one on the road, but a good road win at Nevada. They handled Fresno State. They handled Wyoming on the road. This is going to be a really, really, really formidable test on Saturday.
Yeah, this is the step up. I think Nevada had the same feeling going into Utah State last night. Okay, you're an underdog, but are we in the same class? Can we compete on the road? And they saw, Utah State was able to pull away, close that game out at home, and it's the same feeling for the Lobos because they're confident, they believe in themselves. Now, if you lose on the road in this environment, does it mean you're not in the same tier?
How do you lose?
Exactly. It's how does the game play out? What does it look like? But this is the step up because right now, Utah State, San Diego State, top tier. And Nevada had their first shot, got knocked down. Now the Lobos have their shot, and they have 4 matchups left with these two teams.
Well, Nevada's had 2 shots. They had a shot at home against San Diego State, and they got beat, I think, by 5, if I'm not mistaken, 73-16. And then they had the shot on the road.
But now it's the Lobos' turn to say, all right, throw my hat in the ring with these teams and see if we can be in that conference championship mix, which I think they can. But now this is that step. You got 4 games with this duo, and we'll battle it out.
Yeah. That'll be Saturday. I don't know how you feel about this right now. Is New Mexico in that top tier with Utah State and San Diego State? The answer probably until they beat one is no, because first of all, those two teams haven't lost yet. You've lost once, and your loss, it's starting to look worse every day. Right? The loss in Boise, it's a hard one to eat right now. A 9-point loss on the road. Well, that's a big physical team. Boise State has lost 5 of their last 6. They've lost 4 in a row. They are scuffling. Now, they haven't played Airport. They haven't played San Jose. Right? They played Nevada, New Mexico, San Diego State, Grand Canyon, Utah State, and then lost at UNLV. Their schedule's been tougher than New Mexico's for that. So let this thing cycle through once, and you'll get a pretty good feel. But you're going to get a really, 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 really good feel. I think the Lobos are a nice basketball team. I think they're a good basketball team. Are they as good as the top teams in your league? We're going to find out. Really good litmus test on Saturday. And I think this is going to go a long way to determine, does this league get 2 or 3 teams into the tournament as well? Because you figure Utah State, unless they collapse, they're in. Their net is like 14, and they're ranked and they're 15-1, and they don't have a bad loss. Who's their one loss? They lost South, right? And San Diego State, the metrics that they're putting together, they have one bad loss, but they've got a decent win, and then they're going to get the 2 shots at Utah State. So, and they're coming here too. Here would be a quad one for them as well.
Yes, if you can sweep one of these teams, that will be gigantic. But you're also looking at, hey, if it's a home and home split, that would be a solid outcome.
With both of them?
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you're able to sweep one, that's a game changer, and that's what you're looking to try to do. And I know I had the comment yesterday, someone about Utah State and New Mexico, and New Mexico State has a better schedule than Utah State. Well, not really. They're pretty comparable. Yeah, there's the Nebraska game which stands out. But
well, Nebraska and VCU, but they both played VCU.
Yeah, and they played VCU on a neutral court. The difference is the amount of quad 4 games the Lobos had.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that pops off with Utah. Like, what was Utah State's best win? Is it VCU? And that was neutral site. New Mexico beat them in a true road game. Is it Davidson? Is it Tulane? I mean, they didn't play anybody. VCU, Weber State, UTEP, Tulane, Davidson, Montana State. They lost to South Florida. Charlotte, Illinois State. That was their non-conference.
Yeah, Illinois State and Davidson are top 100 teams.
Okay. All right.
And we're talking about a computer ranking system. That's what weights things.
Where's Mississippi State now? Are they still outside the top 100?
Mississippi State 132. So that's quad 3 game.
Quad 3 on a neutral site. All right, and then New Mexico State still like 138.
129.
All right, so that's quad 3 now. It's not a quad 3 loss.
And it's
ever crazy. They play tonight. The Aggies play at Liberty tonight. Liberty's got to be what, top 100? Liberty's the best team in that, right? Liberty top 100 team. So they shouldn't get dropped.
And the Lobos, you have 4 gigantic games still in front. You have an opportunity to go out there, beat Utah State, put them behind you, all kinds of things too, especially with the Aztecs. Like, the KenPom rankings are good for the Lobos, and it's fine. Like, this is a good thing that Utah State is that high. It's a good thing where San Diego State and New Mexico are, because those games will matter, and we'll keep pushing these teams up.
We get back, I want to get into what happened yesterday in VA House. Global women were there, and it didn't go well. And you got thoughts on it. Lobos lose 73-56 on the road at Viejas. Coming back, they get Grand Canyon at home. What next for the Lobo women? 505-246-0610. Emails Jeff at sportsanimалabq.com. JJ at sportsanimалabq.com. You open up the Prize Picks app today. What do you got today? Well, you got all kinds of fun stuff to play today. You can play some soccer, you can play some hockey, you can play some hoop, you can mix them all up. I got Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, 24.5 points for the Oklahoma City Star against Houston. You want more or less than that? Kevin Durant, 19.5. You like that one? JJ Tristan Silva versus Memphis, 8.5 points, more or less. This is just fun. You're playing the games. You got football coming up, the big games coming up. You got playoffs going on. You're watching the game. It's good to be right on Prize Picks, because when you're right, you win. You open the app, you play lineups with 2, 6 players, you pick more or less, you watch the games, and when you're right, you win. And you can mix sports. You can stack players. So let's just say Steph Curry's playing one night this week, and you want to go more or less on his total points, his 3-pointers, and his free. You can do all that. You want to play Josh Allen over the weekend? You can go on his rushing yards, passing yards, and touchdowns. More or less, you can mix it all up. Prize Picks does all that. Now they offer you early payouts. So if your player gets off to a hot start, you also now have the option to cash out those winnings before that game even ends. And you can find your community on Prize Picks with the new social feeds feature. You can share Prize Picks with your friends. You can copy lineups from winners, all with a single click. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use the code KNML, and you'll get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code KNML for $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup on Prize Picks. It is good to be right.
This report is sponsored by Aleve. Life doesn't wait, and neither should
We would
you.
like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
With just one pill, Aleve lasts 12
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico,
emergency and accident,
This
call the
is
Traffic Tracker
Gallus.
hotline at 505-767-9167 from American Home Furniture and Mattress Plus at I-25 in Comanche.
Turbo
Shop the
Threads
entire
is a
store
proud
up to
sponsor of
50%
ProView
off.
Networks.
Check the weekly specials at AmericanHome.com.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep,
The mighty Toyota Tundra with
all your favorite action.
With exceptional power and available 4x4, Tundra's got a iron grip on almost anything you got.
All your favorite talk shows.
Tundra's top flight technology is in command and ready to kick us up trails in the tail. Find your Tundra at Toyota.com. Toyota.
Find it on
Visit your Albuquerque Santa Fe Toyota dealer today.
ProView
Toyota,
Networks.
let's go places.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell,
To comfort myself and my family.
the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Use this directive.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
You've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing.
To view the medication guidance and learn more.
Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
$49.99, and it could work for you. So I thought,
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821.
John Harbaugh, by all reports, set to become the new head coach of the New York Football Giants in the National Football League, and Rocky Long, the former Lobo and San Diego State head coach, is the new head coach at Bayfield High School outside of Durango, and I love that. 75 years old, Rocky said he applied for the job, and his quote, "They were nice enough to give me an interview," which I find just so perfect. They were nice enough to interview me. That's how it all happened. I think that's beautiful. That's what's going on this morning. 505-246-0610. All right, Lobo women's basketball yesterday, JJ. Lobos get outscored 25-13 in the second quarter, 23-9 in the fourth quarter, and they lose in the San Diego 73-56. Back-to-back losses for the first time this season. UNM drops to 14-6. They are 4-3 in conference play. They will host Grand Canyon on Saturday in the Viejas. I'm sorry, in the pit after losing the Viejas. This is the last time in the foreseeable future that the Lobos will be in San Diego, as two leagues are splitting. San Diego State going to Pac-12. And we talked about that. So I got a bunch of stuff on this. First off, Mud says bleep San Diego State and the posers who defected. Happy for the rivals. UTEP back versus the Lobos, Sun Bowl, the Haskell Center. It's better than playing in Old Ladies Arena. Okay, one man's opinion. JJ, you get to go to the Haskell Center in El Paso instead of going to Old Ladies Arena. You feel better about that in the program?
No.
All right, well, Mud does. Dan says, reply to JJ. Jeffrey, looking at the final or at the standings, the Aztecs and Lady Lobos look headed for one final showdown with Thomas and Mac and Mark, because you play them every year in the conference tournament. So,
the last 3 years, they've knocked the Lobos out in Vegas.
James says NIL/socks still on. Jeff, keep in mind that I had a business meeting, so I only got to watch the first half, but at no point did I think, wow, the women are blowing my socks off. We've never had players of this caliber before. There's no way we could have gotten her in the past without NIL. Okay. Do you understand the difference now? So what you're saying is if you don't have NIL, you're probably recruiting at New Mexico, JJ, the same. Do you think it's fair? You're probably recruiting the same caliber athlete at New Mexico for women's basketball now as you were before rev sharing and NIL. You're probably just slotted in the same spot, right? You're on equal playing field when there was no NIL. And you're trying to stay on equal playing field when there is NIL. Do you think the recruiting, the caliber of student athlete that you're getting to your program now is much different than it was 3, 4, 5 years?
They could definitely use some NIL.
So you think is Lobo women's basketball behind their peer institutions when it comes to rev sharing and NIL?
Yes.
Okay, so San Diego State, Colorado State.
So Colorado State's at $300,000 this year, and they're going up to $700,000 next year.
That's for the entire roster.
Yeah.
Okay. Where does New Mexico?
I don't know the exact.
Okay. But it's south of 300,000.
I don't know for sure. I'm just saying, hearing some of the numbers that are out there. I don't have been told the exact numbers. Like, they obviously have some, and they're using what they can in recruiting.
They're just sprinkling a little here, a little there.
And I like what helped them. They like a Destiny Hook around another year, so they're using what they can, but they don't necessarily have extra.
So you believe that they are behind their peer institutions when it comes to that? At least not at the top of this list.
That is.
Now,
yes.
as they go into the new Mountain West with San Diego State, Colorado State leaving, I think UNLV evidently must have some, right? For women's basketball. But, all right, Sarah says, Jeff, for the second straight game, obviously I'm concerned the Lady Lobos were even turning for home, and they came up empty after Bradbury set them down for the stretch drive. This is a sure sign of a tired ball club, which is alarming since the real playing hasn't started yet. They desperately needed a breather against Team Talk-A-Lot going into the Bible. Sarah, do they look tired to you?
No.
When they go on these offensive, because this is not a comment. What did we see? A game the other day, Nevada scored 3 points. Or who was it scored 3 points? Colorado State?
Colorado State against the Lobos?
Yeah, these scoring droughts aren't that odd. And you put it in perspective. I think it was fair. I was watching San Diego State, Wyoming yesterday, and I think they were 8 minutes gone, and it was like 6-2 or something.
It just feels weird when it's in a quarter, but it's similar to a stretch of half in men's basketball.
This is a different Sarah? No, this one's both. This is not even trying, Jeff. When I see Lobo basketball or the Lady Lobos line up against the state tournament, playing against the Broncos. Oh, okay. He's talking about the TV, I guess. Playing against the Broncos, it looks like they're no longer even trying to put together a decent schedule anymore. Unless the folks on South Campus feel there is so little overlap, fan bases are so different, especially in the case of the Lady Lobos. You aren't losing that many fans in the NFL. Gopher, would they shut down? Would they not play on Saturdays until the football's over? Is that kind of because the NFL starts playing football on Saturdays in December, early November? Should Lobo men's and women's basketball just not play on Saturdays, according to you?
Just don't send that tape. Watch the NFL. It's simple. You have that choice. And it's Fox Sports. Send your anger email to Fox Sports 1, which is why this game is at 2:30 on Saturday.
Well, this is where people get so angry. And first of all, I don't think they understand it. And if they do, they don't like it. When you're in a conference, okay, and this is more so on the men's side, but in this case, the women's side as well, because they picked up, Fox Sports One picked up this one. Your media rights, when you get these media rights deals with Fox, CBS, ESPN, that means they have your media rights. That means you've given them, for the money that they give you, for those millions of dollars that you get, they have the right to schedule the games when they want. That's what they're paying you. Am I telling you this is perfect? It's not, but you want the money, but yet you still want control of when you schedule your games. Once you sign those grants of rights, you hear that term all the time, right? You hear the term grant of rights, you hear it. Part of what it means, you are granting them your rights. They get to schedule times and days. Well, screw that, man. I'm thinking, okay. Then
if you want it, go.
And you don't get the money. No, but I don't think people understand it. And if they do, it really bothers them that you do not have the absolute right to schedule whenever it is you want.
Well, especially when a game's picked up by a television network, which is this game on a Saturday. And fans don't care, man. I'll call you out. They think the conferences are always out to get them, and this is why my team never gets a player of the week. The conference hates us for 26 years or whatever, like 9 o'clock because the Mountain West out to get us.
All right, let's talk some football when we get back. Dante Moore staying in college at Oregon, so they've got Dylan Raiola and Dante Moore up at Oregon. We got the College Football Playoff Championship on Monday, 8.5 points spread Indiana over Miami. Jerry Palm from Palm Brackets is set to join us when we return. Looking forward to having the conversation with him. Maybe even touch on some hoops. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Hour.
We've got that crash 4th Street and Mountain that's involving a pedestrian.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Up Unser and Blue Water. We've also got a crash Iris at the Sail del Volcan. Just found I-40 about halfway between it.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
And Idalia. See an accident?
IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area.
Furniture and Mattress Plus at I-25.
For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all.
They're important. Tell each other how you really
feel. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Helping you live a better life.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
As a mom,
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell,
I use it to comfort myself and my family.
the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
For yourself. Use this directive.
Hi, I'm Maria, salon owner. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts of how
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
By Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing.
Tax help during your lunch break.
Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time,
Does your taxes for you.
into nothing at all.
Getting real-time notifications about their progress. And the most money
In a
back
world
guarantee.
obsessed with
Now,
doing
this
more,
is taxes.
we
Into
invite you
TurboTax. See guaranteed
to
details at
undo.
TurboTax.com/guarantees. Only available with TurboTax experts. Real-time updates only on iOS mobile app.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is Pro Beef.
Supply are Milwaukee mechanics
From pros
designed to be used with your existing pack.
to prep,
You need a 9-piece set of pliers and wrenches or a 360
all your favorite action.
set with George and Dolly. Frank Supply has what you need. Milwaukee Packout is the ultimate organization. Stop by
All
Frank
your
Supply
favorite
today,
talk
5311
shows.
Stanford Drive in Albuquerque or online at franksupply.com. Be the first to upgrade your Packout organization.
Got something for us? Connect with us.
Find it on
SportsAnimalABQ.com.
ProView
All right,
Networks.
big news this morning is coaching news. John Harbaugh, by every report, is set to be.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I've ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot. It's the Frontier Restaurant.
Playoff championship game set for Monday. It is in
The
Miami.
Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
All right, 8.5 points.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is Pro Beef. From pros
Basketball. They did not. No, they did. No, they went 7-2. They lost the other day. Yeah.
all your favorite action.
To the point where, you know, maybe Michigan might beat Iowa, but yeah, no, took over the second.
All your favorite talk shows.
All right. Who's the best team? Is it Michigan? Is it Arizona? Is it Purdue? Who's the best team?
I mean, if you're talking about like this second,
Find it on
Arizona, I think.
ProView
Because
Networks.
Michigan lost. Because it was definitely Michigan before they lost.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 20.
It was, you know, that's stunning because Wisconsin they're not horrible or anything, but they're not Wisconsin. They're not what they've been in recent years. It's a down year for them. That game was about a week after Purdue beat them at their place by 25, and yet they go and into Michigan and they played great. You know, they shot. I mean, they scored 91 points, so they were shooting well. And you have to against Michigan because their offense is so good. But maybe the 2-point win over Penn State by Michigan right before that was a warning sign. But Michigan looked fine. It was yesterday, I think they played again. So
yeah, they beat Washington yesterday.
Yeah. So the Wisconsin gave them the wake-up call they needed. But yeah, you're right. Nobody's going undefeated. it's everybody's turn is coming. Arizona's turn is coming too.
And no, Arizona got pushed yesterday by Arizona State. Yep. They went 89-82. All right, college football playoff championship game. It is Monday. Indiana, the number keeps getting bigger and bigger, which surprises me. It is a home game. Look, I get how good Indiana looks. They've never been a home game.
Sorry,
it is a home game. It won't be a home crowd. It is.
They won't even be in the home locker room. That's just, Indiana's probably get the home locker room.
They shouldn't be. They shouldn't be.
Yeah. So I mean, the only thing about home is that they can probably sleep in their own bed. But other than that, they won't have a home. They won't have a home crowd advantage. They're not going to have any advantage of being the home team. They're not going to have.
Which is the way it should be, by the way.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's just the game is in their hometown. That's basically it. Their home stadium.
It's their stadium.
But it's not like a home game. Because a home game, you control the tickets. It's not like that.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's a neutral site game played in their home stadium.
It surprised you that the number keeps going up, though. I mean, it's some
no. It should be 8.5 per quarter.
You really think so?
Indiana's been that dominant. They're killing everybody. It's like Michigan basketball until they played Wisconsin. But they were beating every team they played by 30. Michigan was.
Yep.
And Indiana's doing that to playoff teams right now.
Alabama,
it's like nobody's even really threatening them. So, I mean, Miami's going to have to play flawless football. They can't turn the ball over. They can't, do anything that's just dumb penalties, just things like that. They have to be pretty much flawless in terms of the kinds of kinds of things that you do that are just brain cramp kind of things. They can't do any of that stuff. So they're going to have to really play well if they're going to beat Indiana.
If you were betting, then you would lean towards this thing getting out of hand a little bit, huh?
Yeah. I expect a comfortable Indiana win.
All right, Jerry Palm's with us here on these Sports Animal.
Jerry, when you watch Indiana, what's impressed you the most about the way they play?
Execution. Yeah. I mean, they don't make very many mistakes. And obviously, they were tested at times this year. Penn State took them to the wire. The Ohio State game was a battle, as you would expect from the top two teams in the country. Really, it's just game plan and execution because they don't out-athlete too many teams. They've got good athletes, don't get me wrong, but they're not getting the 5-star recruits and stuff like that that some of these bigger teams have. They play well together, which of course is a credit to the coaching staff that they've got these guys that take well to the coaching and do what you ask them to do.
When you look at Kirk Cignetti and the figure that he's become in college athletics, what he's been able to do in such a short time, Google me, everyone is now. Just like him being here with his attitude, how does that resonate and just kind of how that's added to the story of the Hoosiers?
Yeah, well, he's rash to say the least, right? And openly rash, and that's just his personality. But when you're backing it up like they are this year, it's how do you think that that's wrong? He's not wrong. His team is that good. So but it is part of his personality. It's a part of your personality that can backfire on you when things aren't going quite that well. But when's that coming?
Well, I don't know when, and that kind of leads into where I wanted to go with this. Is there real concern in Indiana that he's out? I mean, I know that they re-signed him. There's NFL money potentially if you listen to all the reports coming at him. Do you think he listens? Because he'll never be hotter, I don't believe, than he is right now. And at 60 years old, if he's ever thought about the NFL, now's got to be the time.
Probably, but those are two different games.
Yes.
Coaching a pro team is not anything like coaching a college team. It's certainly off the field. There's nothing similar about it. On the field, there's probably some similarities, of course, but it's a different kettle of fish. And when you're the coach of a college program, football, basketball, whatever, you're in charge. I mean, you're the guy. When you're a coach of an NFL team, you've got a general manager. The players have some sway on things. It's not the fiefdom that a college coach is. or has. So they're two very different animals, which is why you don't see a lot of coaches going back and forth, because there hasn't really been a lot of success. Some, I'm sure, but, coaches deciding to go the pro route and having a lot of success. And Pete Carroll's been good at both, but, they're really, for the most part, they're more failure stories than success stories.
Well, and I would push even a bit further. The fiefdom that you refer to, Cignetti's created something in a place where they've never had it before, so he's probably got even more power than it's on that Saban level where he's way, way, way stronger than even his athletic director or president.
Yeah, they're winning. The number of games they've won the last 2 years is probably the same as they've won. Almost the 10 prior.
Correct.
I mean, they're just. It's not. Indiana football was not even an afterthought. It took like a year and a half for the student section to stop leaving at halftime. That's how conditioned they are for failures. Just like the students, they always have something else to do. So it's really it's a culture shock, and it's not just in Indiana. Like I'm a Purdue guy. I'm from Indiana. Even people in Indiana are still like,
what the hell is this football thing?
Yeah, what's going on here?
Football, that's kind of a weird shaped ball. Wow, we're really good at that too. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. I mean, and what's funny is Indiana basketball is just okay now, and it has been for quite some time. Their last national championship was '87, and they've had some good years then, but they've never been anywhere near that level since then. And it's they're not terrible. Don't get me wrong. They're just not competing for national championships or threatening to. And it's so it's kind of weird that there's still that's why they cycle through coaches so much, because the fan base still expects that. They still expect Bobby Knight era success when that's hard to do.
With like UCLA.
But now now they're a football school, and is anybody even going to the basketball games until after Monday?
Like UCLA fans don't think they're in the John Wooden era. Jerry Palmer's with us.
Exactly.
And Jerry, when you look at Miami, how they started this playoff run, that defensive battle win at Texas A&M, what stood out to you about how they've been able to get to this title game?
Yeah, they've got a little bit different style of play. They're a little bit more of a rushing offense than you typically see in college anymore, and they execute very well. I mean, their defense is really good and can cover up whatever mistakes the offense makes at times. But I think that and their defense is going to be really tested against Indiana's offense. But yeah, they just executed really well. Carson Beck has played well. And they run the ball. So I mean, when they run the ball successfully, that's when Miami's at their best. And they're going to need to find a way to do that against Indiana. But they've done very well running the ball so far. And of course, they got that A&M game in just horrible conditions, which affects both teams, obviously. But A&M's kicker just couldn't find the mark in that game in that wind, and that certainly helped.
I want to hit something on the portal. Oregon went out and got Dylan Raiola, the transfer quarterback, and then Dante Moore comes back. And now it's going to be really interesting how this plays out. And Dante Moore after the Miami game, after the Indiana game, I think writing was a little bit on the wall that he was going to come back. With the red shirt rule maybe you can play 9 games and retain the year of eligibility. It's currently at 4. Wow. And Dylan Raiola being up there, they got a really interesting situation with 2 high-profile, pretty good quarterbacks at Oregon.
Yeah. Well, competition's good for everybody, right?
Imagine.
I mean, Moore's coming back, and just because he was a starter this year doesn't mean he can't be beat out. And Raiola's going to try and beat him out. But yeah, I don't know. Gosh, I hadn't really thought about one of them redshirting.
Well,
certainly Moore. I can't imagine Moore would redshirt.
No, it would be Raiola, and he would sit there a year and I guess develop, and because he's got at least 2 years left, not even 3.
I mean, I got to believe, even in a redshirt situation, he's still the backup quarterback.
Okay.
If Moore gets hurt, Raiola is going to play, right? But it's what year is Raiola?
Raiola's got at least 2 left. He might have to.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. He'd be a junior.
Yeah.
But that's and he probably didn't pick Oregon thinking that Moore was coming back. Or
had to be on the table.
And I thought that he was kind of leaning towards coming back, but so maybe he's willing to sit here. He's probably going to have to. So,
That had to be on the table.
yeah,
All right.
yeah. It's nice to have that luxury of quarterback, 2 experienced starters.
Let me give you one other Indiana-based thing. All the noise around Marcus Freeman, and he says, no doubt, I'm going to be here. Them getting left out of the playoff, his name being up for all these NFL jobs. Is he there long haul? And I don't even know what long haul means in today's world.
It means game 1.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's eventually
he'll be at fall practice.
Yeah, maybe. And then he goes, because I think he's a legitimate NFL candidate when I hear his name. Don't you?
We kind of just talked about that. It's difficult. Some coaches have been successful. Yeah, another one that came in my mind after we mentioned Pete Carroll with Jimmy Johnson. Yeah. But so maybe he could. And he's young enough that if he went to the NFL and it didn't work out, he still have plenty of time to resume a college coaching career, and he would have a lot of suitors. So if he wanted to take a flyer, this might not be a bad time. But he's got a good gig. And Notre Dame's a pretty good gig. It's about as good as you can get in college football. But NFL money is NFL money, right?
So until you find a family down south, and then you find a better job down, you get an accent, and you get a job down at LSU. All right, enjoy the game on Monday. We'll catch up with you next week. Excuse me.
I'm getting a lot of that accent now.
Yeah. I bet you are down in Montgomery, Alabama, right there. The website is Palm Brackets, PALM, Palm Brackets. Follow them on the social media. What's your handle?
DP Palm 85.
All right, follow them there. All right, safe travels. We'll catch up with you next week.
All right, thanks.
All right, see you. Here's Jerry Paul from Palm Brackets. I mean, yeah, it's a good job until all of a sudden you get an accent and a bunch of money, go down and get some fame.
For the hits in the face with a bunch of bags of money.
Bunch of fame. It's the opening drive on 95.9 of FM and AM 610 Sports AM.
This report is sponsored by eBay.
So I was on eBay because
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Designer handbag of my dreams. eBay had it.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Millions of finds, each with a story.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
This is the story of the One. As the
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Having the right safety gear is having it there.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell,
stop by.
The question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito.
Hey, it's Brandon Vogt. You might
Visit
have a few guys in your
letsgototheburrito.com
collection, but I've got
and
something
order
for
now.
you to think about. Right to Bear Arms has the Sons of Liberty parts for you.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of Proview Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
For decades, if not centuries. John Deere mowers, tractors, and utility vehicles.
International
Steel,
Protective
blowers,
Services
trimmers,
is a
and chainsaws,
proud supporter
and
of ProView
E-Z-Go
Sports
golf
and New
carts.
Mexico
See what
Youth
you need and get the
Athletics.
parts and service for those brands at Desert Greens Equipment.
IPS
on the
provides
I-25
residential
Road
and
north of
commercial
Montgomery
security
and
services
Berlin.
in the Albuquerque
Or at
metro area.
DesertGreensEquipment.com. Proud sponsor of Lobo
For more
Sports.
info,
And
please
Rich
call
Ford, make a
505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Drink specials, prices, and more. Visit abqdowns.com for details.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot. It's the Frontier Restaurant.
Rooney said he wasn't shocked by Tomlin's
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks.
It will take weeks.
Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell.
Elsewhere, 49ers linebacker Fred Warner was back at practice.
The question
Wednesday.
is,
He's been out
red
since
or
week
green?
6 with a broken ankle.
Let's go
He
to
still
the
has hurdles
burrito.
to clear before making a return this postseason,
Visit
but
letsgototheburrito.com
Warner said
and
they're taking it
order
day by
now.
day. And receiver Adam Thielen announced he's retiring from the NFL. Thielen played for
Turbo
the
Threads
Vikings,
is a proud
Panthers,
sponsor
and
of
Steelers
ProView
in his
Networks.
13-year career and was a two-time
Almost 30
Pro
years of
Bowler.
experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo
To cover the
Threads.
cost of younger people who do use all that data. If you're not using the data, you're probably
International
being used.
Protective
We've heard
Services is
time
a
and time
proud
again
supporter
that
of
some
ProView
big
Sports
wireless
and
customers
Mexico
get stuck
Youth
paying
Athletics.
hundreds and even thousands more for years and years
IPS
because they
provides
think it's hard to
residential
switch.
and commercial
Not with
security
us. It
services
takes just about
in the
20
Albuquerque
minutes,
metro
and
area.
You can change your plan anytime without extra
For more
charges.
info,
We use
please
the same
call
towers as the big guys, so you'll get the same fast nationwide coverage
505-897-2420
without the big
or
wireless
visit
bill.
Our plan started just $20 a
internationalprotectiveservice.com.
month. And for a limited time, switch
We
and
would
get your
like to
second
thank the
month
following
free.
sponsors
Call
for
1-888-FREEDOM,
making this broadcast
visit
possible.
consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second
Eagle
month free
Greens and
today.
Turf are a
Plans
family-owned
include
and
$5
operated
credit for
business
auto
with
pay
over
either.
25
See
years
site
of
for
experience in the
additional
home improvement industry.
Download
They
the
are your
Sports Animal app.
exclusive
Search
dealer of celebrity green,
KML.
synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your
Text on Lobo women's basketball, and we'll hit that coming up in the next segment. JJ, I need to hit this because I opened up an email this morning, and I know it affected you, and I'm not going to lie. As Jimmy V said, you want to be brought to tears every day, but not like this. Because I opened up an email this morning, and I cried because somebody who was on our show for so long and was a big part of this radio station. I got an email that passed away, and those of you who've been listening to this radio station, I guess for more than 4 years. How long has Mike been away from the radio station? 4 years.
Yeah.
Got word yesterday that Mike Vitale passed away earlier this week. And Mike worked here for a long time. Mike was on our show. He produced the afternoon show that Mike Trujillo and Michael Carlisle hosted for quite some time. He did everything in this building, man. I mean, I think he fixed the lights and kept us on the air and duct taped stuff together. And
we would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
More than what he did professionally. I love Mike Vitale. I love him.
They fold up the court. Sensi Steven feeds Decker. Decker feeds the baskets. Steps up for the tie. He's got it. Dylan Lansing, 29 points.
Volcano to one shot, but then now the defense continues picking up and watch out. Showtime.
Boom! Goes David Lund.
By 1 or 2, I believe, at the end. But it was a packed gym that night to watch these Rams.
On a lob upstairs, it's showtime early. It's Bynum to Richardson.
The double out to Brent.
Wow! For three! Rips the cords! Said Cheesy!
11-12 games on your schedule. Not the Rams. Head of the pack to Moomin. Omer with a two-hand hammer.
That got the fans going right now.
He's got Lund behind him, though, and David Lund steals it right back away. He's got Kanigsberg in front of him, and David Lund with the hammer. Get it up for the lead.
Yeah.
He's buried it. Christopher Justice from the Rams Athletic Center logo. Able to get through it. Marco Chavez back into it and loses that ball. DJ Branzer tried to pass it.
Mom, comforting my family is what I do.
Some Globetrotter stuff right there.
Man, let him go.
Here we go. Richardson working downhill. Drive, gathers, scores! Oh, what a big-time bucket! Lund, it'll count if it goes. It's no good! And the Rio Rancho Rams win it on a Caden Richardson layup.
We're 8-0. We're only 8 games in, and this team's going to get better. That's the fun part.
Learn about the real thing. Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZENPIC.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Semaglutide injection 0.51 and 2.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS Network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch Mexico's best.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken,
red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls.
So does Mark Patrick
4 great locations. Or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks Vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more
Well, I'm
about
going
Ozempic.
to the frontier, walk to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough. Back by the Duke, meet my family, meet my friends. And
AM 610 KNML, the sports animal. Now it's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
All right, I got to reset my I'm doing it, Adrian. I'm doing it right now. I always forget after 2 hours my Zoom goes out and I got to reset. I don't know why, dude. Ever since I got this new computer and I got to reset my Zoom. So on the TV side, I'm coming back. You're going to get to see my pretty face in 3, 2, 1. Oh, there I am, Adrian. Right.
Coming back,
baby. 95.9 FM. Today I'm 610 Sports Animal, Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck. News this morning is that it looks like John Harbaugh is going to be the new head coach of the Giants. All the reports are it's not a done deal yet, but they're finalizing is what everybody's saying. The deal to make him the head coach up there. And a cool story coming out of the Durango area. Rocky Long, who will be 76 in a couple of weeks, is the new head football coach at Bayfield High School outside of Durango in southern Colorado, which I think is perfect. And he's, in the press release, he said, we've got a condo up here. My wife loves it up here. 30 years they've had it up there. And he said, he was at Durango High last year helping out, and the job opened up, and he said, I applied for it, and they were nice enough to give me an interview. It's just so good.
I can see your references. What have you been up to?
Yeah. Do you have any success? Oh, yeah. All right. I got an email from Bad Street on Mike Vitale. Jeff, he was like Gato Roberto. It seemed at some point he was on every show, both here and on the big screen for years. And one day without explanation, he just disappeared. I always wondered what happened to him. And Mike was he was bouncing around town. He was doing stuff around, and I know his health was he was fighting some stuff, but I just got the word literally. I mean, I saw it this morning, but I guess it came down this week that Mike passed away. And JJ, I'm not too proud to tell you, man. I'm emotional anyway, but yeah, that one brought me to tears. I did cry this morning when I got that. All right, 505-246-0610. You're in. Boy, a lot of you are in on the local women's basketball team.
I do love it. It's the passion that this place has. The building still resonates. Can get better? Absolutely. But the basketball team has to back it up.
Hondo says, message to the children of San Diego. You were there yesterday, Dave. You only scream for the girls in the home white uniform. Yesterday, Jeff, they were going nuts for everything until the third quarter when they got bored and totally lost their shit. I think they were there just great, right? It was, how much,
Yes.
what did they announce for attendance?
Dude, it was 8,000.
Really? Did it feel like 8,000?
Yes. And that's how you do a field goal game. Message to the kids, come out and enjoy yourself. That was awesome. That's why you do it. For all the people that complain that you have jobs, yes. But
they do it
they got
once.
8,000 kids in the building.
They do it once. They do one a year.
And they're looking around going, man, how do you replicate that? Because I don't care if it was loud, it was annoying. Yeah, there were people wearing earplugs. But guess what? The Aztec players
People wearing
absolutely
earplugs in the arena.
loved it. They didn't care if they're screaming for the wrong basket. Like, it's energy in a building you don't get a lot more of that.
Lynn's replying, so we just had somebody who complained about the Lobo women. What time's the game on Saturday?
It is 2:30. So if this was not a nationally televised game, it'd be a 1 o'clock kickoff.
And what time's the NFL?
2:30.
I can. And do you want Lobo men's, like the men's game's at 6 o'clock, right? That's up against the other NFL game.
That is correct.
It just
I haven't
is,
had that
right?
complaint yet.
No,
But
I
it's
haven't.
because you like it.
Because,
So you're gonna watch
it matters.
basketball
to you.
game.
Yeah. I mean, should the Lobo men not play San Diego State because the NFL's on? Should they just run away from Saturdays and Sundays until the Super Bowl? Is that your suggestion? Or should they play at 10 o'clock in the morning and then you'll complain about that? Lynn says on the Lady Lobos, Jeff, in reply to the caller, I can't believe they would make this scheduling mistake either. So I have the feeling it's intentional. Lynn says the students don't go to the games anymore, and school isn't in session anyway until Tuesday. Unless there's a promotion where they get a bunch of screaming little kids, the Lady Lobos are down a few hundred diehards. And looking at their demographics, I don't think there's a lot of crossover with the NFL. So I don't think much, if any, consideration is paid to other sporting events that might be going on at the same time. The Lady Lobos are going to draw their core fans regardless of when they play, and those casual/fringe fans that might go if the game was at another time aren't significant enough in numbers to make that change. I would ask again, though, if you were going to change, what would you do? I mean, the game's on Saturday, man. Like, you're playing on Saturday. This isn't just about you. It's about the people coming in. They're traveling. They got to get in. They got to get out. There's schedules that, right? You played on Wednesday. You played. So do you run away from it? You want to play? You want to play at noon? Get out of there in time? I mean, would you go? I don't know what you. I'm listening to suggestions. The answer is you coexist, and I don't know that how much of an overlap there is for the people who complain. Well, I can't believe they're playing the same time as the NFL. If there was an NFL, would you be going to Global Women's Basketball? I'm going to guess the answer is no.
Haven't got the email about the men playing yet.
Yeah, but that's on TV. I can sit on my couch and watch both.
The women's game's on TV. It's on Fox Sports 1. Yeah. That's why they're playing at 2:30.
By the way, men's game's always on your, or the NFL's always on your phone. I'm not going to lie. I was sitting there, and Jason Neck was 2 rows in front of me. I was at a Lobo game, and we were watching the Big Ten championship game, both of us on our phone. We both watched the same field goal get missed at the same time and looked at each other. Right? We were both at the Lobo men's basketball game, and you can watch the ball on your phone.
If it's something you want to do it. Don't complain. Well, I'm not doing it because of the NFL. It's not something you want to do. You'd rather watch the NFL. You have that right. Don't get mad like the Lobos or UNM's doing this on purpose. That's crazy. Does the basketball team need to step up and draw more interest? Absolutely. I think it's been the Nevada game was really disappointing. And then going to the Aztecs is going to be hard because UNLV and San Diego State have separated themselves from everyone else in the league right now. And so the team on the floor has to hold their end of the bargain to get you. Actually, that's understandable. But this whole, they're doing it on purpose, the NFL crossover.
Who's San Diego State?
Stacey Terry Hudson.
That's the former Fresno State coach's wife. Justin.
And he's on the staff.
I saw that. All right, Mud asked, why do you ask JJ how he feels about playing UTEP Lady Miners at Don Haskins? JJ was in diapers the last time the ladies played UTEP in El Paso. Plus, it's a guaranteed win for mediocre Bradbury. Hopefully, the new AD looks to improve the Lady Lobos. I ask him because he is the voice of Lobo women's basketball. Have you done a game of the Haskins today?
I have not.
Okay. Well, then how can I possibly ask you? You have no credit.
Yeah, I don't have credibility. Just working in this market for 17 years professionally, being a voice of Division I basketball team, so you can
I ask you.
Put a stick in the mud. It's a downgrade. I don't care what it was like years ago, just because it was that way. Like, is really everyone that excited to play UTEP?
Nobody is, man. No, nobody is.
Playing San Diego State,
playing
Utah, those are better games.
Well, I'll ask you, Mud, because this is a fair question as well. You're right. JJ hasn't been there. But how many fans does it resonate with that the Lobo women basketball team are going to give up playing one of the top teams in your conference now, a good game, and people always complain about net ranking games, to play UTEP, who's 9-6 overall and 1-3 in conference. And how many people? You can go tell me about the Don Haskins Center all you want, and the way it used to be, it isn't that way anymore. You're right. Back in the day, when Haskins and Bliss and Kenny Thomas and those teams were going at each other, yeah, they were really fun. When the Miners were good. Do you know what the Miners men's basketball record is now? Does anybody know? This is the team who's coming into your league. That's going to make it so much better because you got that old rivalry from the 70s and 80s that was so great back then, and all of a sudden it's going to be great again. They're 5-11 and 1-4. But yeah, no, you're right. It's way better. Bleep San Diego State because they don't want to be there. You're way better getting rid of San Diego State in your league and bringing in the. I mean, look, man, the world's not ending. You're going to be okay. It's going to go on. But you can't argue you're better off without San Diego State and bringing in UTEP. You just can't. Well, back at that rivalry was great. Okay, and how many people remember it? And just because you remember it doesn't mean it's going to be that. With all due respect, it's probably not.
It's going to take some time to generate buzz around the new look Mountain West Conference.
I will argue that the Grand Canyon rivalry will be way better than the UTEP rivalry. Maybe.
Yes. Grand Canyon, UNLV. You got to make something out of it. You got to buy in. You have to start going all in because it's going to be rough.
There's no history with people who are, I don't know, 35 years and younger.
Hawaii, UC Davis.
That's what you got. Real good. You're happy that San Diego State, Boise State are gone? Cool. But I mean, the reality is the reality. This one says UNM needs a new women's basketball coach. Another coach would have had this program humming. I don't know how you do that. I mean, how do you guarantee that? How do you know that? Bradbury's won 20-plus games how many years? I mean, I get
10 years, it comes on the table, man. It's understandable.
Yeah, I get it. You're saying, okay, been at this level, are they getting better? Is this level the standard? And there's some of you who still are holding it to the flag. I get it. That's a fair conversation. I'm not sure that you can guarantee me somebody would have had this program for me. The volleyball guy keeps telling me that's what would have happened with volleyball, right? You want to make the coach softball? Oh, it's so easy. Just get a new coach in. All right. 505-246-0610. Keep them coming. Emails Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com. Let you know the latest going on in the NFL, the latest on the Harbaugh thing. We got Nico Collins' injury. Mike McDaniels had an interview. The opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 660 Sports Animal.
NFL coverage all season long at 95.9 FM.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Hyenas Comedy Nightclub.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies. With a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Try Sinex Saline from Bix. Just Sinex.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than they would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
That's code CANML. $50
We would
in
like to
lineup.
thank the
Your
following
first $5
sponsors for
lineup.
making this
Prize
broadcast
Pick.
possible.
It's good to be right.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing.
And it dries fast, so
Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all.
Vicks VapoStick, soothing comfort for
In a
the whole
world
family.
obsessed
And
with
try
doing
Vicks
more,
Shower Max for steamy
we
Vicks
invite
vapors
you
when you need more comfort for
to
yourself.
undo.
Use as directed.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family.
Injection 0.51 and 2 milligrams.
We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito.
John Harbaugh looks like the Giants.
Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Mike is reply to Mud. Mud just came
Eagle
in.
Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry.
He doesn't remember that.
They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets.
They're no good.
Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
But you can't tell me that you're better off without sending
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66, built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Departments don't communicate with each other. Being an older guy, I'd also like to start on building a program in an era of finding lightning in a bottle for 1 year with Merck. Reach out. The Lobo fans know how to do anything other than complain. Go to the Lobo game and watch the NFL on your phone. I'll be watching the men play San Diego State, and the NFL will be second. Luckily, with modern technology, it requires minimal effort to go from scratching your tomatoes to pressing one button on a remote, go back and forth between both games. I'll give you this. You don't even have to scratch yourself. You can split screen and have both games on one screen. You literally can do that. Yeah, that's real. Or you can put one game on your phone or one game on your computer or bring in another TV. It's not that hard. Pretty good world we're in. Man, which game am I going to watch? The damn NFL or the Lobos of San Diego State? Damn it!
If it's something you're passionate about, you'll watch it. And more people seem to be passionate about the NFL, which is fine. And if for UNM, they're in a tough spot. They just lost 2 in a row. I think it would be a little bit different had they first played better, even if they lost against the Aztecs, but they beat Nevada. But now you're in a tough spot where you lost 2 in a row, and no one can scare that television dictates the time, which is why it's 2:30 tip off. And yeah, there's a lot that they can do to generate interest. It starts to play on the floor, continuing to grow and win games. Now, I would look at someone brought up the students. Well, that's also on the students, man. You got to really push hard and maybe pick a couple games where you have standout moments. Because everyone says, students right here, there's a lot of kids that live in town that you could get up to a game on Saturday if you wanted to. But that's on the Hellraisers, man. And you pick a couple women's games, make it a difference. It takes work.
That's the students.
Yeah.
I'll give you this. This is a fair dilemma. Like on Saturday afternoon, or on Saturday, what do you care more about, the Niners and Seahawks? Especially if you're a Niner fan or a Seahawks fan, or the Lobos of San Diego State. That's the Lobos of San Diego State's a big damn game. I get it. That's fair. But modern technology permits you to watch both with very minimal effort. It just does. I don't have this channel. Look, man, one's on Fox, the other one is on CBS Sports. It's on, like, one's over the air and the other's on your basic path. God, we spend more time in this market than any year. All right, Hoser, you're on the Sports Animal. Good day, sir. How you living?
Hey, good day. I'm living good, man. Living good. Boy, first world problems, right? Trying to figure out how you're going to watch stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
Amazing. Hey, I was sad to hear about Mike, special man for me, because, because of him and the relationship I built with him as a caller and him taking calls, I was able to live out a dream and be one of the many great producers that you guys have had in the morning. And yesterday, I didn't get a chance to talk or to call in yesterday, but Gato Roberto, the highlights that he was doing, I mean, that's straight out of the Mike V blueprint of what I learned. And
playing the highlights going back in.
I always loved, the highlights and things like that. So, man, it's sad to hear, but he's resting now, and it's just, it's tough. It's one of those things, life is undefeated, and Father Time's undefeated. We're all, heading that direction, but yeah, sad to hear, but what a great man as far as what I was able to know from him. He became a good friend, not just a colleague there at the Sports Animal. So I appreciate that. So that's all I wanted to say, boys. You guys have a good day.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and Hoser was I guess I better do. Hoser was produced our show, and Mike Vitale produced our show. They missed it earlier. Got word. Literally, I saw it this morning, but I guess it came down yesterday that long time everything around the place. I mean, Vitale's a Hall of Famer. Mike Vitale passed away. Like I said, man, I'm not too proud to tell you. I cried this morning. I hugged myself because that guy. I see him. I hear him. I know his mannerisms. That one broke. There's been a lot. We been to too many stinking funerals of late. They tell you get to the point in your life where you go to more and more. I think one thing you got to do is make sure that's not the only time you see people. You know what I mean? Gopher said it's not just Lobo fans, Jeffy. You go to any social media page of any Mountain West club who's playing at noon Wednesday or 9 o'clock p.m. on Tuesday, and their fans would belly. I don't know what to tell you, man. You guys want the money, but you don't want to play in those West Coast windows. And the noon on Wednesday, like, does that bother? Were you going to go to the game? Maybe you were. Like Gopher, if you were going to go to the game on Wednesday night, and you didn't lose it, but if you were going to go to a game, but help me on a 2:30 Saturday afternoon. Why is that killing you?
Because the NFL's on.
And so they should just run away from it?
I actually think that would be the best thing. I'm talking NBA, NHL, college, basketball. Because college football can survive. Never play on Thursday night, Saturdays, Sundays, or Mondays.
Wait, what?
Throughout the football.
So when can you play?
You can play Tuesday, Wednesday.
I know you're being sarcastic.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday.
JJ, I guess Gopher, help me. Then when should they play? Should the game be at noon? Wait, you're just telling me noon on Wednesday isn't good, but noon on Saturday would be
work on Wednesday, of course.
Okay, so would noon on Saturday be acceptable before the NFL? Are you going to have a 5,000 fan increase if you play there instead of playing against the NFL? I don't know, man.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday.
Tuesday,
Wednesday, Friday. Okay. Bourne says, I'm more interested in the Niners than the Seahawks, but I'm concerned San Francisco's beat to hell, Jeff, and it won't be that great of a game. All right, there you go. So go watch the Lobo. We got great problems. I mean, first world issue. We do. All right, Nico Collins is questionable for Houston. Didn't practice Wednesday, suffering a concussion against the Steelers. He is their best receiver. Are they dead without him? No. They're a 3-point dog, period. Nico Collins is a big weapon to potentially not be with for the Texans if they go to New England.
Yes. That is a difference maker where you can take the top off to be the big play guy. Hurts is probably not going to have him. But you look at, all right, Woody Marks coming off his best game on the ground. A team that struggled to run the football in Houston. You got the playmakers. Kirk stepped up. You got the 2 young rookie wide receivers on the shoulder. All right, CJ Stroud, there's enough there. Even in a tough environment. Keep it close.
Yes. I think weather's going to play a big part there. All these games are going to be weather somehow. I mean, it's going to be like 8 degrees from the Bears and the Rams. Weather's going to be an issue here. Who can run the football, too? All right, we talked a lot about Mike McCarthy, the former Packers Cowboys coach. A lot of similarities were drawn with him and John Harbaugh, and I think this is fair. Right? Both very successful. Both have won one Super Bowl. Both had Hall of Fame quarterbacks. McCarthy had Aaron Rodgers. Lamar Jackson was the quarterback for John Harbaugh. People say why they only win one, and we have the conversation. Is it more on the coach, more on the quarterback? Sports Illustrated is reporting that the Titans are going to interview Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy a good fit there with that young quarterback?
Yes.
You like him there? Is that the best fit for him?
I think of the been there, done that coaches, Harbaugh, Mike McCarthy, Kevin Stefanski. I like them for these positions. I'm intrigued because I think it's one where you acknowledge success, but you don't ignore up and coming coordinators. Like, they deserve their opportunity too, like Ben Johnson in Chicago.
No doubt.
So are you doing a 180 for the last coach? How you feeling? I think McCarthy should be getting as much buzz as Harbaugh was this coach.
Why not McCarthy with the Ravens? I love him.
Yes,
I love him.
Interview, go.
See, I think that there's your quarterback, and you're telling me you didn't get enough out of Lamar. Well, bring in that guy, and McCarthy's got a track record supposedly with quarterbacks, right? Well, I don't know, Jeff. You only won one with Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I don't know. How good was Rodgers in the playoffs? How good was Lamar in the playoffs? Right. But I like him there. Another Mike McDaniel, who was fired as the head coach of the Dolphins the other day, is going to interview with the Buccaneers for their offensive coordinator. This one interests me also. He's also interviewed for, I guess, the head coaching job with the Falcons, the Ravens, the Titans, the Browns. I like him as the offensive coordinator of the Lions. I really like him there. That to me, I'd love to see him and Corky with Dan Campbell. Corky, I love the way they embrace that. But I think his offensive mind, and you're like, well, Jared Goff's not his typical quarterback. I don't know, man. I'd love to see him work with those weapons, with Jared Goff, Jahmyr Gibbs, Amon-Ra St. Brown, get a healthy Sam Laporta back, Montgomery. They've got everything offensively there. To me, that's the spot. If he doesn't get a head coaching job, I'd rather see him in Detroit than in Tampa Bay. But I understand why Tampa Bay would be looking.
I would rather be in Detroit because the offense wasn't the problem last year. And you can go in there and just reignite yourself and say, hey, look at this. I'm scoring 50 points per game. This is awesome. I'm ready for round 2 somewhere else as a head coach.
Love him there. All right, 505-246-0610. Keep them coming. Emails here at sportsanalytics.com. When we get back, a high school kid in Arizona scored 100 points in a game and didn't even play the fourth quarter. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Center.
The exciting action of the NFL postseason is on Westwood One.
No time on the clock. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Hi, this is Doug.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Wind, rain, it protects your home through it all. And even the strongest roofs need attention before the season.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area.
Plus, they offer special discounts for seniors.
For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Story of the one.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing.
I need dress fast, so there's
Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all.
Vicks VapoStick, soothing comfort.
In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Dear Winter,
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Cafe's been Albuquerque's retro diner destination for nearly 40
We
years.
would like to thank the
Located in
following
Evangelize City,
sponsors
the
for
Owl
making
Cafe
this
serves up
broadcast
all-day
possible.
breakfast, lunch, and dinner classics, and their famous green chili cheeseburger paired with a delicious milkshake. From dine-in,
International
takeout,
Protective
events, catering,
Services
and
is
more,
a proud
if you're
supporter of
lifelong
ProView
regular
Sports
or a
and New
first-time
Mexico
visitor,
Youth
visit
Athletics.
owlcafenm.com or stop in for a meal
IPS
and
provides
experience why
residential
the Owl
and
Cafe
commercial
has
security
been a favorite
services
for
in the
generations.
Albuquerque metro
Come hungry,
area.
leave happy.
For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Hope you're feeling well.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the.
Not feeling all that well. Maybe I don't know, losing weight a little bit, gaining weight, losing muscle, not focusing. All this could be signs of low testosterone or hormone imbalance. Vita Vital Medical's team is here to help you. They are Albuquerque's experts specializing in testosterone replacement therapy, ED solutions, and peptide therapy, all to help you restore strength, energy, confidence, and performance. They are local right here in Albuquerque, and they know what works. They'll get you back in the game. They got a program that's focused on you. What they do is listen to you. They understand your goals. They ask you questions. There's just here's a sheet, go do this. They want to know what's going on with you and your body and for how long and what are the symptoms and what have you been doing and what are your goals and what do you want to be. And then they create a plan that's tailored to you. Don't sit on the sidelines anymore. Take action now. Feel better today. Call 505-240-8559. 505-240-8559. Or go online at VitaVitalMedical.com. That's V-I-D as in David A, V-I-T as in Thomas A-L. VitaVitalMedical.com. Get back to being the man you know you are. Feel alive again with Vita Vital Medical, Albuquerque's hormone health expert. The opening drive, Jeff, JJ, 95.9 FM, AM 660 Sports Animal. This one's on text line. It's a little out of nowhere, but has either of you been behind the mic for a great comeback game, excitement, or sadly a great collapse game and become Eeyore? I think that's what that means. E-Y-E-O-R-E. I don't know. I'll tell you what game I got. You know what? Would you call last year's football win against Washington State a great comeback game? When the Lobos were down big at halftime against John Mateer and that Washington State team, and Devin Dampier led them back, and he scored late in the game. And that was a pretty good, out of nowhere, come from behind victory. That was really fun to call. So I got that one. Trying to think of a basketball. Have you done one of those great or a collapse?
How about a collapse? I know I got a Eeyore last year, the regular season opener when Northern Arizona came in.
You got that one.
I got called up.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. It was actually a national account that does game winners. And I was like, who the hell is on the call? Why you sound like that? I'm like, what was the simulcast? I'm a home guy. I try to be neutral, but I got caught up in the moment.
Were you just dead? Like,
I was like, oh.
Like one of those Joe Perrin moments? Oh, God. That's the best ever. Oh, the best Eeyore moment ever.
Yeah, it's real, man. Professional, but you do have emotions in a game calling it. Riding the wave.
I got another. So last year, I did little basketball at Utah State, and they were down. Remember that? That was the night that Luka got traded for Anthony Davis. But one of the biggest things I remember that night. They were down big in the first half, and they came back out of that big roaring second half and won at Utah State and shut that place up. That was really cool. That was one of my favorite games I've done because it was in that place, which that place is popping. It's a crazy. It is all that, and all the research and crazy crap that's being yelled from the fans. I heard it with my own 2 ears. That stuff is legit. It was nuts, and to shut that place up, and they were even still screaming afterwards, was something. And I remember going into the locker room after the game, and the coaches and the players were all looking at them. Damn, Luka got traded to the Lakers. That's what I found out. And the bus ride back to Orem, where we took the charter out. That's all.
Oh yeah, that's a long bus ride.
But yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, that was kind of weird.
I guess the best recent was when we won in Vegas against the nationally ranked UNLV squad.
That was a good one.
VNA
Yeah,
Cumber hitting that late three.
I mean, the VNA Cumber last year. Yeah.
Snapping the redonkulous streak for UNLV.
The other one I got to do years ago was the Ankleception, which was the overtime game where the Aggies had the longest losing streak in America. I wonder if it was 19 games or something. And they won in overtime on that Ankleception by but yeah, that was a really cool game I got to do too. There was nobody in the building, dude. That was Halloween night. There could have been 1,000 people.
Heck would they play a football game on Halloween?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's Halloween.
You want to go out, and trick or treat, your kids candy. There's probably an NFL game on. These people.
Why aren't you playing on Tuesday afternoon at 4 in the afternoon?
Tuesday evening.
Tuesday.
For Tuesday football. They got it.
Why are they doing that, Jeff? Hey, just saw a weird exercise. Was you, this was kind of cool, actually. So, well, that's not it. The last quarterback to win a playoff game for all these teams. Chargers. Who's the last quarterback to win a playoff game for the Chargers? I thought this would be easier than
it kind of makes me feel like it's not going to be Phil Rivers.
It was Phil
Rivers.
Rams. Last quarterback to win a playoff game for Rams.
Matthew Stafford.
All right. Raiders. Carter. Raiders. I love these little games.
Is it Rich Gannon?
It was Rich Gannon. Dolphins. This is tough. I wouldn't have got this.
Because that was
2000. Yeah, I wouldn't have got this.
Jay Fiedler?
That's really good. Vikings.
Kirk Cousins?
That's correct. Patriot.
Drake May.
That's correct. Saints. Look at you go.
Drew Brees.
That's correct. Giants.
Daniel Jones.
Jets.
Mark Sanchez.
Correct. You're rolling. Eagles.
Jalen Hurts.
Steelers.
Ben Roethlisberger.
That's correct. Commanders.
Jaden Daniels.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep this up. Titans.
Ryan Tannehill.
Good. Buccaneers.
Baker Mayfield.
That's so good. You nailed that. All right. I'm not sure I would have got. Well, I would have got Jay Fiedler. I absolutely would.
I needed that.
Did you?
Needed to get some respect back on my name. Not in diapers, buddy.
Mako says Jeff and JJ noon tip-off. Our fan base complains about the noon tip-off whenever or whatever happened to life. Give you lemons, make lemonades philosophy. The midday tip-off is perfect for away games. The at Grand Canyon game would be easy. Fly to Phoenix in the morning, get something to eat, attend the game, fly home that same day. The same is true the at UNLV game. In theory, we could fly to Denver, get a car, drive to Laradice, attend the game, grab a bite, be at the rental car return by 6 o'clock. It's time for the 7:45 flight home. At Wyoming's on. Let's go. See? I like lemonade. You like those lemons? Thank you, Mako. The opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Animal.
This is a Westwood One Sports Minute.
The New York Giants are expected to hire former Ravens.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
If this happens, it is a move that raises the floor of the organization big time. Harbaugh may not bring dramatic advantages, but he brings a culture.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
I know, that's why I said let's go to David in Arizona.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient. They're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop, not enough fine to prove it's real tough. Back by the Duke, meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot. It's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of Celebrity Green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet ribs. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS Network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch Mexico's best.
Live music and dancing, and watch the playoffs.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView.
Check out the free market and other expert
From pros
at Rich Ford to make a used car resolution to prep. Every vehicle has been safety certified by Rich Ford Master Technicians.
All your favorite action.
1,000 miles or 2-year warranty, whichever comes first. Yeah, great selection and even a better price. Rich Ford pricing strategy.
All your favorite talk shows.
With even more to choose from our used car department. We have a Jeep Cherokee or a Kia Sportage for $12,995. A Dodge Grand Caravan or a Jeep Renegade for $18,995.
Find it on.
How about a Ford Mustang or a Chevy Traverse for $19,995? Or even
Networks.
for a little more, you can take home a Honda Ridgeline for $22,995.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Every single bite, and there is no
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks.
for more than 50 years.
Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell,
Tortillas, and most importantly, they're notorious.
the question is, red or green?
Taste the homemade experience.
Let's go to the
Frontier is a
burrito.
proud supporter of the UNM Lobos.
Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
You guys have been with me since the very beginning. The Jim Rome Show is on 95.9
From the Sandia
FM
foothills
and AM 610.
to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written.
All right, wrapping you up on a whatever day today is. Today's Thursday. Opening drive, Jeff and JJ. Big stories this morning. John Harbaugh is set to become the head coach of the Giants, according to all of the reports out there. He's finalizing a deal. The Rocky Long's got a new head coaching job. He's the new head coach at Bayfield High School up in southern Colorado. Rocky will turn 76 later this month and has been living up there and working at Fort Lewis and helping out at Durango High. Said he applied for the job, and his quote was, "They were nice enough to give me an interview." And he got the job. So good for I'm stoked for him, actually. That's great. All right, 505-2460. A little portal news for the Lobos, JJ. They get a tight end commit, Joey Olson from USC, who was a former four-star prospect. He went to Lake Ridge High School. He played with Gabriel Mossenbacher, who's one of the UNM quarterbacks. So feels like a good get. Again, a guy who was once a four-star, played at SC.
Got to be excited.
Yeah.
Well, Dorian Thomas potential, underutilized, last spot, still has athleticism.
Came over from Arizona. Dorian Thomas did.
Comes in. I'm excited. I thought, Cade Keith, too. I like him in the mix. Little two tight ends. Luke Schleicher really likes to use the guys. Now it comes down to, I'm still waiting. I need to see quarterback, man. I want to.
You're not sold as Jack Lane next year.
It's going to be Jack Lane.
Yeah.
But he has another another elbow surgery.
Right.
And he can throw the ball downfield.
So you need to see who's next. That's totally fair. You got a corner that's a defensive back, Omari Arnold from Cincinnati. So that would be four guys committed in the defensive backfield, which is a big deal. 5'9", $183, 14 tackles in 10 games for the Bearcats this year. He was the three-star when he came out of high school, transferred to Cincinnati after 2 years at Idaho. So he's familiar with Jason Heck. Jason Heck familiar with him, and Jason Heck's had a lot of success with guys who played for him in the past. So Ormani Arnold is signed to play football at UNM as they which I keep finding dudes. Again, you know how I always feel about this stuff. His name's on a sheet until they get here and start playing. But you got to have names on the sheet to have dudes on the field, right?
Yes. I like the depth you're starting to see in the secondary. Cornerback position. I think the defense is bringing back some very good pieces. That was the next step. Frank Edwards needs some help. Need a little bit of size, too, in that position group, because the defense is looking to lean on. They're going to run the football. And then keep playmaker. They hit a home run with Keegan Johnson last year. But they also, kind of like the Buffalo Bills, ended the season with just 3 wide receivers. Need to find a new number 1.
All right. Do you know who Adrian Stubbs is? You know that name?
I do not.
Said to you, Adrian Stubbs is Adrian Stubbs is the quarterback at Bayfield High School. Rocky Long is going to be the head coach. Adrian Stubbs is a guard at Maryvale High School in Arizona. Plays basketball. Adrian Stubbs is the quarterback's coach at Kentucky. Or Adrian Stubbs is the goaltender for Phoenix Rising. Who would you say he is?
Well, is it hinting back at the P's?
Yeah, I guess. I got to stop giving these away. Adrian Stubbs plays basketball at Maryvale High School. Became the first player in the history of Arizona High School who scored 100 points in a game. And he didn't play the fourth quarter, JJ. They played a team out of Yuma, Kofa High School. And he had 70 at halftime, 30 in the third, and they sat him in the fourth quarter of a 109-25 victory. He shattered the 6A state record, which belongs to a guy who played at Arizona, Nico Mannion. That was 57 points. I mean,
wow.
Yeah. So the 6A record was 57 points.
First off,
yeah.
Where is 6A in Arizona basketball? Is that pretty?
I think that's got. I mean, how many A's do you have? Dude?
Is Yuma a 6A school? Because I don't know about that.
Well, okay, so it shattered. It also beat the state overall record. So the state record previous was 75 points in since the 1965-68 season. That was a 1A team. But in the third quarter, he broke. He had his career high previously was 56. He scored 100 points in 3 quarters yesterday.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I wonder.
I know.
Yeah,
I always think that if you get a kid like
if you're on a heater,
right?
Go for it. But I'm just fascinated. Are you double teaming him? Are you even? It's just, hey, we're playing 1-on-1. It's man defense.
And is he passing? And the game's 109-25. Now are we just getting him? Let's get him to 100. Right, that's got to be what it is. Let's get him. Just keep feeding, dude. Keep feeding, dude. I'm not even hearing it. Like, here, dude, go to work. And if you're that much better than this team out of Yuma, I mean, 109-25 sounds like a.
Ooh.
Yeah. He said, I think I had 35 in the first quarter. My coach gave me the green light. I was going to go. That was probably the most unselfish game for my teammates I've ever seen in my life. Without them, this would not be possible. All those passes, all those steals. It's a huge shout out to them.
I want to know if there's any assist records broken, or was
There
it
had
just
to be, right?
we gave him the ball in the backcourt and you drove.
I mean, I don't know how big he is. I don't see his size on him. I mean, he was averaging 24 points a game. Says he hardly missed a shot. The majority of his shots came on mid-range jumpers. Only 6 3-pointers. So that's 18 points. He was 16 of 23 at the line. So what's 18? What's 18 and 23? It's 41. So how can that even be? That can't be right. 18 and it's 18 and 16. That makes sense. Yeah, 18 to 16 is 34. So the rest of his 76 points came on 2-point buckets, mid-range buckets. 60 something. Sorry. Yeah, it's pretty impressive. I mean, I don't care. 100 points, 100 points.
You gotta be getting buckets. That clock's moving.
Yeah, and you didn't even play the third quarter.
That's crazy.
You didn't play the third quarter.
I wonder if she was just probably full court pressing.
Dude, how's the layup line after that, though? Like, is it, wow, you guys are really good, or leave for you guys?
You get the handshake line?
Yeah, I mean, that's like, the layup line's very different than the handshake.
Well, the layup line was the game.
Yeah, the layup line was, that's very different. I mean, how does that go?
You're probably just like, we need to consider the classification of a basketball line.
Yeah, because this wasn't fun. All right, thanks to Jerry Paul for being with us today. The Herd with Colin Coward is next. The Jim Rome Show is after that. Kenny Thomas is in with his show called Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas. That's at 4 o'clock. We're back with Award-winning radio tomorrow morning. I think we're going to start at 7 a.m. It'll be a Friday. We'll host. Adrian, great work always is on the television side. Appreciate you. My Zoom? No, my Zoom. He is JJ Buck. I am merely Jeff Symbieta. Big day for you?
Huge day.
Enjoy it. Be good to each other, please. Be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. We'll smell you tomorrow.
We would like to thank the
Every
following
day, Windsor
sponsors
Doors
for
Health and
making
Security
this
is responding
broadcast
to calls
possible.
From home and business owners after a
ProView
break-in.
Networks would like to thank the
Here,
following
rolling
sponsors
shutters
for
or
making
steel
this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit Hans Whitler